So, one for Cade. Okay, Cade's casting fireball.
No, he's not doing that.
That's a good effect.
Yeah, it's great. I would cast it, one floor up if it's possible. But you said it reaction only, so I cannot.
Oh dear. There we go.
We have to cast fireball here.
Why is there a Dirty Great tackling picture on the player screen?
Which one?
Oh, it's on. Oh.
Not on ours. I think it's just on yours.
Yeah, it was just on mine. That was gone now. Don't know why that were there. Alright. Okay. So, where were we? So the goblin had just been carted off by that giant vulture that flown off from the roof. I believe everything, as all the bugbears down from here downwards, are dead.
Yeah.
And there's a silence spell obliterating half of the room. Well, not obliterating, that's probably a bit. Or obliterating all sound in part of the room.
Yeah, so how quick would it be to get up that ladder and get a spell off?
So it would take your move action to get to up to the top of the ladder.
Okay,
Then
And then
you'd still have an action left, yeah.
awesome. I'd like to race to the top of the ladder.
Okay. Let me just right. Oh God. So now that let's drag you up here.
I like to do something as well,
Just okay. What would you like to be doing? What would Cade like to be doing?
I like to cast Misty Step to arrive to the top of the ladder.
Okay, no problem. And let's drag. I'll get that out of the way. I can't do it. Excuse me. Pull the scene.
And if I see that.
Okay, so Ferfook scrambles up ladder, closely followed by Cade, who misty steps to the top of the ladder, and you find yourselves on the roof of the tower. There's two more bugbears here.
Hey!
Can we still see the kobold and that?
You cannot.
But they are gone. Oh, that was the goal, to cast something after. Oh, okay, fine.
To one side, there's a pile of boulders stacked up by the crenellations of the tower roof. There's also a blazing brazier, and next to that is some kind of cauldron.
Is this the kind of thing you'd expect to see to repel people climbing up the outside of the tower?
Quite possibly so, yes.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be soup.
Yeah, halfling soup.
I didn't mean that.
Okay, there's also a stack of barrels over here with where you can see small barrels that you can see arrows protruding from. A nice display of arrows. Okay, so well, that'll be a round of combat for you two.
Right. So we've moved up and then we've got actions.
Yes. So yeah, you still got an action, yeah.
Yeah, but let's. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
But we'll put it inside of combat because you won't have got any surprise on that.
No, I would have been shocked if we got surprised. Yeah.
Okay, so let's begin that.
Are we doing initiative order?
Yeah. You go for your initiative. 21. Wow.
Bugbear.
Let me bring an invisible dial-up up onto here. I really need to replace this with something. So people can see. Right, so first one then is one of the bugbears who closes with Cade and attacks him, swinging his Morning Star. There we go. There we are. No, there we are. Where is it? There it is. Okay, what's Cade's armor class?
13.
13, right, strikes him. Oh, dear.
Ouch.
Ow. Right, strikes him.
Twice. Oh no, that's damage.
Yeah. So he strikes him viciously with his Morning Star, and he takes 13 points of damage.
Oh my god. Ouch.
Ouch. And he must make a Constitution save as he suffers damage from the poison coated on the weapon as well.
Yeah, sure. Constitution. Saving throw. Yeah. Normal.
Okay, that's a fail, unfortunately. So you have you suffer the poison condition.
Okay.
Let's see what's good for poison. That's good for poison. There we go. And you also suffer. Oh, so you got off like there. Another 2 points of damage. So a total of 15 points of damage.
Yeah,
I'll,
yes, I'm noting it.
I took the 30. Well, I'll take it off for you. There we go. So that's down to 22. There we go. Down to 22. Yeah. Where's my tracker gone? There it is. Lost my tracker then for a minute. Okay, next to act is Cade.
Okay, if I'm poisoned, can I still cast spells?
You can still cast spells. Poison gives you disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls.
Okay, if I'm in melee combat, do I have any disadvantage
Uh,
if I cast a spell?
yeah, so if you're going to cast a spell,
Provoke an attack of opportunity.
it will provoke an attack of opportunity.
That sounds good. If I cast that,
I've got my new cleaner open.
Okay, I'm not casting that because then he will kill me. I dropped down the ladder to the down floor, and I shout, "This is not for me."
Excuse me.
Okay, that'll be disengaged then, yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me, right.
And I'm screaming for help.
Okay, so Cade drops back down the ladder. Let's drag you back down there. Oops. No, 1 second. There we go.
And I tell the others downstairs that 2 nasty bugbears are up there. They hurt me.
This silence spell still going?
It is.
Yeah, for the moment.
It's concentration though, isn't it?
Yeah. But it's concentration for up to 10 minutes.
Yeah, but is it dismiss it as an action or is it instant?
I think you could just dismiss it at will.
Yeah, some of these things have a little bit of a sting, and that if you want to get rid of it, it takes a bit of effort. I'll have a quick look. It's a very nice spell, though.
If I had advantage on this initiative.
It doesn't say, so I'm assuming it's instantly. 'cause
So yeah, if it doesn't
yeah.
say, it doesn't. Assume it doesn't do something.
Yeah, because quite the ones I'm talking about, it actually says to dismiss takes an action, or it takes an action to dismiss. But this doesn't say it, so yeah, you can drop it any time. Free action, I suppose, on your turn. Is
Yeah.
what I'd assume.
Yeah. Okay, so you can sort of use an action to try and cast a spell defensively. So it basically takes up an action. Is that all right?
No, that
No,
doesn't
that's
make
no,
sense.
no, that don't make sense. No, sorry. I'll look at that in a moment. Because that don't make sense. In fact,
I
that
don't
might
think
be a
you can
feat.
cast offensively.
No, I think it's that's a feat. I think it's a feat actually.
I think. Well, it's not Warcaster.
No,
Warcaster.
it's that because that adds extra. That adds extra things. I'll have a look at it in a
Yeah.
moment. I've got it written down somewhere. Right. So next, the second bugbear acts then, and unsurprisingly, it closes in on Ferfook and attacks him. Oh, I think you might have got off lucky. Charm class is
19.
19. It misses, although it does have. It has 2 attacks, doesn't it? Does it have 2 attacks?
All the others had.
Yeah, it's multi-attack. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
Oh,
why
that's
didn't it attack Kane
yeah,
twice?
yes, that's true.
Should I run away?
We'd be having halfling paste on our sandwiches if he had.
Yeah, pretty much.
Lucky I forgot that. And it swings a second time and misses.
How high are the crenellations behind me?
The highest point of the wall is about waist height.
Okay. And is that where it stood in relation to me now?
So it could be must be waist height. Oh, would it? No. So top of crenellation is probably going to be about chest height, isn't it? Because it's for providing cover. So the dip, I can't remember what you called it. The dipilation. That'd be about waist height, and the higher part would be about chest height.
Okay, and I'm guessing the vulture it went towards
It went
the east.
It went this way to the west.
Oh, okay. I can't see it though, can I?
No, you cannot see it from here. No, you can't see it. Looking around, quickly looking around, you can't see it in the air at all.
Okay, I disengage.
Okay.
Hop up between 2 of the crenellations.
Okay.
And jump off.
Jump off.
What?
Okay. I hope you planned for this.
Feather fall, I'm hoping.
Oh, you got a trick up your sleeve.
It's like Sir Erroneous the Lemming.
Yeah, Ferfook has feather fall.
Okay, right. You notice a puzzled look on the bugbears' faces, where as you jump off the top of the tower and begin your quick descent to the floor 70 feet below.
I
super quick.
as a reaction, I cast Featherfall. I don't. It's the first time I've tried it in combat-y scenario, so I won't try and do like a halo jump. I'm not trying to Featherfall from like 5 feet up or something. So yeah, so I'll like sort of brace myself and then cast Featherfall and then sort of float the rest of the way down. And while I'm floating down, obviously I'm scanning to see if maybe the vulture just carried the goblin down to the ground nearby.
Okay, so it slows a falling creature's rate of descent slows to 60 feet per hour. God, it's still fast.
It is fast, but you land without taking damage. So.
Yes. still approach the floor quite scarily fast, but yeah, you don't hurt
Yeah.
yourself. Okay, right, as you sort of slightly slower, slower, plummet towards the floor, you're looking down, you see this huge vulture just sort of strutting around just outside the entrance to the tower. They're pretty much directly below you, sort of heading straight towards it.
Am I now?
Yes.
Am I now?
Cannonball.
So I assume I will arrive next round.
Yes. Yes.
Effectively, I've moved, taken an action and a reaction, so
Yeah.
I'm now next round, and
Yeah.
it doesn't know I'm coming.
No.
Awesome. Alrighty, I'm done.
Okay. So, right, what's somebody else doing below in the back on the third floor?
I'll drop my silence since the goblin's not in here.
Okay. Let me just close that. Get rid of that. Okay. What's everybody doing? What's Orball doing then? So you cancel, you drop the silence spell. Oh, let me get rid of these. These are not. This is not here.
I'm going to move to the bottom of the ladder.
Okay.
Same. I'll be looking up.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be keeping an eye out above for the moment. I'm not going up yet though.
All right.
Can
Kate's looking pretty battered.
I see anything?
My finger, my pointy finger is sizzling. I'm getting ready for next.
No, you can't see anything from immediately above you from where you stood.
Okay.
What's Lou High doing?
I'll move up a wee. Oh, boy.
I think we might be better off doing the same thing that we did on the other floors.
Yeah. Casting the illusion.
Yeah. I'll get ready to cast minor illusion, Phil.
Okay.
I'll do a minor illusion of my head.
I don't mind going up. Well,
Or, no, tackling. I'll do a minor illusion of tackling's head.
Okay.
And do it through the trapdoor again.
Okay.
I've got resistance to poison in case they do it.
Well, yeah, if you want to go up first, you can go up first. That's fine. Just swap places with Cade,
Yeah.
so you can get.
Let me say hello with a fireball first, and you climb up after. How about?
Yeah, if you want to do
Well,
that.
I don't think they'll be poking their heads into the trapdoor though.
No. I've cast it, just above wherever I can see it. It doesn't have to be targeting a creature.
We've not been upstairs though, so we don't know what it looks like. So if you think that's going to work, yeah. If you think it's going to work, then that's
Yeah,
fine.
but Ferfook's still up there.
He's just jumped
No,
on it.
he's not. He jumped off.
No, I'm still up there.
Yeah.
We
No,
don't know that
you
though.
don't know he's jumped off.
Ah, yeah, good point.
Yeah, okay, sorry. Good call.
Yeah.
Okay. then.
Knowing the silence spell was going, I haven't actually said anything.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay, yeah. Do your way.
You don't hear any girly like screams though.
Which, by the way, is usually what you do here when I'm being attacked. So
Which could mean he's
Oh,
probably dead.
That's me.
there's no hope for him.
I'm squishy.
I'd say you swap places with tackling though, Cade.
Yes, sweet, yeah.
So he's got less movement to run up the ladder.
Yeah. So you cast an illusion, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, minor illusion of tackling's head through the rising up through the trapdoor.
Okay.
And then as soon as hopefully one of them attacks it, then the plan is to all rush up there
Right.
Can we
to help,
assume that?
help
Can we assume
Ferfook.
that Kid told us there's 2 up there?
Yes.
It did tell us, didn't it?
Yes, I did. And they are big and nasty.
Do we
Okay,
get
right.
2
So you repeat the same trick and it gets the same result. There's you see one of the bugbears approach the top of the opening of the trapdoor above you and takes a swing at Tacklin's illusionary head.
Then I will move to attack.
Scurry up and attack.
Okay, let's have let's move
Can't you
you
phone
up.
whip it down again?
Oh yeah.
Could do if I can see it now.
Well, it's moved over to attack the.
You could, I
The
suppose.
illusion. Yeah.
Let's get initiatives then. So we need an initiative.
Okay.
It's a bit awkward when they're on different scenes. So I'm going to drag you up. Oh, I can just put a token on there. I don't have to use you on there. Put you on there. Oops. I need to move that out of the way. If I close this, Lou, does it close it for you as well?
Sorry, I was busy with something else. Give me a second.
Well, I'm going to say we can do all of us apart from Louis all on the same
Yeah, it's all right. I can do
tracker, can't we?
No, it's all right. I can do it. I can sort it out. Does it? If I close your sheet, does it close it for you as well, Lou?
What sheet?
Your character sheet.
I just closed it. I'm not looking at it.
All right. Okay. That's all right. Right. It's all right. I know.
Oh,
I know.
it's just opened.
Oh, that's weird. I've just closed it. I know a way to do it. So we'll get rid of that.
I'm just adding downtime activities while you guys fumble about.
And put that and so tackling Orbold is Lou High going up as well?
Not yet.
Not yet. Right. Okay, that's fine. I just need to know so I can do the tracker.
We were going to try and use Thorn Whip first.
Yeah,
down.
I know. I just
Yeah,
need to do it this way so I can get put it all together on one initiative thing. Why has that not worked? There we go. Okay.
Ooh. That is incredible.
Okay, it rolls 2 initiatives then, and I'll adjust it on the tracker.
1d20 plus 4.
Those were some serious rolls there, Phil.
Did that pop up on your screen, Phil?
Sorry, I wasn't. I was looking away. It did 22.
Yeah.
Am I having to roll initiative as well?
Yeah.
Oh, what's the 1d4 for?
No idea.
Is that? Have you still got the bless?
Yeah, you must still got that bless on.
Oh, yeah. 24 then. Does it count for initiative?
No.
Right, so.
Oh, right, is that on?
Oh, we're a maximum as well. 20.
Losing the rolls there. Go back to the right screen. 20, did you say?
Yeah.
Okay, so first to act then are the bugbears. Yep. Broke the tie. So yeah, one of the thing. Yeah. So basically, yeah. Okay. So then tackle. So the tack, and then you were moving up the ladder, weren't you? Tackling.
No, we're going to try and drag one of them down.
Oh, you're gonna try to drag one down. Go on then.
Yep.
Ah,
Have we still got bless on, did you say?
Yeah.
Plus one with that.
Yeah.
Plus one. Plus.
that's it.
No.
Okay, that's a hit.
Ooh, nice.
So that's 9 points of damage, and we drag them down as well.
Excuse me.
Did you say the ladder was 20 foot high?
No, 15. It was 20 foot on the bottom floor.
Could have sworn it was 20.
It doesn't do that, does it? That's annoying. Right, okay. So what's total damage then?
9 plus whatever the fall damage is.
Okay, do you go roll as a d6 for us?
Mhm.
There we go.
Three.
Okay, can Obol make a dex check to avoid getting hit by a bugbear that just pulled out, falling through the trapdoor?
A big furry ass.
Yep, get some bugbear cheeks on your cheeks.
It's
Is this
been
a
pulled
saving throw or ability check, Phil?
Ability check, sorry, yeah, that'll be fine. Same thing, essentially. Yeah, I'll do. Okay.
Nice one.
Well, no, it's not the same thing because ability check won't attract a 1d4 bonus to it.
It's true.
Made a barrier saved anyway.
Yeah, it's enough anyway. Okay, how much damage was that, sorry?
So it was 9 plus
9.
fall damage.
So what did you roll for the fall damage?
3.
So 12 then.
I wasn't sure what the 3 were for. I don't know if it was for direction of falling or what. It's supposed to pull it towards me, by the way.
Yeah, well it did. It pulls it down. It has. It pulled it through the trapdoor. That's by definition towards you.
Oh, yeah, the bottom of the ladder tackling.
Yeah.
Ah,
Well,
awesome.
me and Tackler are both at the bottom of the ladder.
I can't see. My screen's gone all dark because I'm not in there with you.
Yeah,
Ah.
it's just I'm wondering why it have fallen on Ubald and not on me if I were pulling it
Because
towards
you're
me.
both.
Okay, yeah, it's fine.
There's just a chance it would have fallen on either of us.
Yeah,
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 I guess.
yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
But it
Oh.
should be prone, hopefully.
Yep, it will be prone, yeah.
'Cause it's not going to land on its feet like a cat.
Okay, so that was that one. That was tackling. Okay, that's that one. Okay. Right, so there's no sign of the second one. So, what are you doing? Ball now.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah.
Where's this bugbear then? Is it like next to me? Or
Yes.
next to Tackling or?
It's next to both of you.
I'll hit the one that's on the floor then.
Okay. Do you want to move yourself out of the way?
There.
Okay.
took some thinking about, Kieran.
I was trying to decide whether or not to go up the ladder or not. But decided against it in the end because it would probably murder me, the one that's up there. Oh.
Okay, so you got advantage because it's prone.
Oh.
Technically flanked as well, isn't it?
Why has it rolled?
You've hit it anyway.
Yeah.
I'd roll the 20 anyway, you might get a crit.
Yeah. I just use the macros. So that would be 20 anyway, but not a natural.
Okay.
Tried using the macros for my attacks, and then it just rolled it all in one instead of giving me the option. Right. Okay.
Righto.
So
Got it targeted, so it's done the damage.
attack again. I get 1d4 on this, don't I?
From the bless.
Blessed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, well, let's hit it again. It's done
Yep.
9 points of damage.
Yep.
And I'll do that as a stunning strike, Phil.
Okay. So it's
So
a
Constitution save against difficulty class 14.
and it saves.
Oh, bugger.
Bear.
Right.
Buggery
Last
bugbear.
Hit it. Will I get a natural 20? Nope. So, yeah. So that's another 6 points of damage that it's had.
Righto. Yeah, it's to anyway because you got it selected as target.
Yeah. So it's taken all that damage off.
Okay. So it's a new round. So if you want to roll initiative as well for Ferfook, even though he's outside this combat, just see where in the
Yeah,
in
sure.
this grand scheme of things that you're going.
Yeah, just add me into the list. Or do you just want me to roll?
Yeah, just roll. Yeah. We'll just work it out from there because everybody's scattered across different things. Probably take them longer to.
Ooh, 19.
Well, everyone apart from Ferfook is on the same level at the minute, so you could just do a normal combat tracker. And then just have Ferfook separate.
This is true.
I'm a 19.
Okay, 19. Fair enough.
Oh, man. Who's that?
Yeah, that's poor.
Pardon me.
Shit.
What is going on with your initiative, Lee?
Hey, 4 less.
Right. Okay then. So first to act is Cade.
Can I let tackling to go first? Is that
You
possible?
can. Yeah. You can ready your action instead.
Yeah, okay, that's what I like to do.
What do you want to set it to? So you can either like just do nothing, which removes you from the round, or you can sort of ready an action. You know, set a condition on something that you want to do.
Lee,
Yeah.
just to double check, sorry for interrupting. Your initiative, what's your plus for your initiative?
Alright, and added the
Proficiency.
efficiency on.
Yeah, on these new sheets, it's actually correct with the initiative, but you just need to go to the modifier and add on your proficiency there. There's 9 initiatives up on the top, near the top right now, isn't it? You could just change the modifier to +3 now, and it should work out correct.
Sorry, what's Cade doing this time?
Okay, I changed my mind. I like to attack the bugbear.
Okie dokie.
My dagger.
Radio. That's 15.
I have advantage, don't I?
You do, yes. Sorry, yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Do it twice.
Ooh, it's a good job. That second one is a hit. I'm a bit confused by that. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's
Can't be right. What's your dex? What's your dex plus?
3.
So it's 4 damage, then not 1.
Yeah, it says at the top piercing damage 4.
Yeah, it's just
That
his,
1d4 is
it-
just what he's rolled.
it's because it's coming from beyond D&D, so it's like laid out
No.
differently.
Yeah, I use D&D Beyond because to find it on the new character sheet, it takes, I don't know, half a minute to figure it out.
Okay, so that's 4 points of damage.
And I shout at him, die. Is this the one who hit me, or is it the other one?
Can you tell the difference?
I don't
Oh,
think you'd be able to tell.
Don't
Con-
all bugbears
controversial.
just look the same?
I'm asking. Can I?
Um,
Yes. That's it.
Roll a
Oh.
charisma check.
Intimidation check from a halfling.
Yeah, this one was prettier than the other one. Yeah, it's this one.
I like that. So,
okay, you still got a move action left if you want to make use of it or not.
No. I'm staying for the party.
Oh,
No.
hold on a minute though. Sorry, you're poisoned, so you're at disadvantage.
Okay, then
So that cancelled out. So a normal roll, so that would actually have missed, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
15 plus 3 is 18. My disadvantage was
Oh,
first roll. It was. Sorry, what's this armor class? Sorry.
you don't know.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
The first roll was a 15, though.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
first roll was a 15, so that missed.
Okay, that's fine. No rest.
Right, after.
Okay, I'm trying to step in then. Okay, I forgot the poisoning. Sorry.
It's all right. That reminds me as well. Lou, you can't cast. You'll have to remove that armor because you're not proficient in it, and you can't cast spells in it.
Sorry, what's that?
That breastplate is medium armor, and you're not proficient in it, and you can't cast spells in armor that you are not proficient in.
Aren't I proficient in medium armor?
No,
Oh, I thought I was.
not. I don't believe so. It's as a cleric.
Well, shall I double check while we sort of just run through stuff?
Yep, sure.
Or shall I undress in the middle of combat?
No,
Sorry, it's just the way you said it. I thought you wanted me to sort it out like right now. Like,
Take
okay.
your top off.
Yeah, exactly. Floating down the outside of a tower in the middle of a fight, take your breastplate off.
So you can striptease a monstrous vulture.
No, it says cleric is light armor, medium armor, and
What's it?
shields.
oh yeah, sorry. I don't know where I got that from. That's
Okay.
good. That's all right then. Maybe that was bad. Maybe that was bad. They were looking at. Not to worry anyway. That's even better. That means you didn't go away splat. So. So next to act is tackling him.
You said that I can't see anything upstairs.
Nope.
I am going to make my way upstairs
Okay.
cautiously, knowing that there's at least another one up there, from what Cade said.
Radio.
So if I'm constantly watching, if he tries attacking me, hopefully I might be able to do something about it.
Right. So we need to get rid of that. Need to move that. And need to drag. A bit weird. Okay, so you climb up the ladder and you see the bugbear has moved back from the trapdoor. He stood next to the brazier, or whatever you want to pronounce it. And across the floor, spread across the floor in front of it, and across the floor towards you, and slowly starting to run over the edge of the trapdoor and drip down below, is a coating of oil.
Okay. So it was 15 foot upstairs, yeah? So I've still got...
So that's no, because it's half, because it's double
Oh,
movement climbing up.
Okay, so I can't actually get to him.
No.
So but I can cast Thorn Whip again.
Uh-huh.
Do that.
Okay.
But I'll also shout downstairs that he's throwing oil everywhere, so everybody's aware, and that there's a fire up here. So probably not cast Fireball, Kane. not while I'm up here, please.
Yeah, sure.
You know, now he spread oil on the ground. When you cast Thorn Whip, he should actually travel further.
What? Just slippy.
Possibly, yeah.
You can maybe get him all the way down the chute.
Not with that though. That's a miss. Okay, right, you whip out your Thorn Whip and whip it out, but unfortunately, it misses. So that's it. Unless you've got any bonus actions you can take.
I've still got 5 foot of movement, haven't I?
You have.
So where's the oil?
Let me just see. The oil. I shall put another thing. Oh, is that? Oh no, it's from this thing. No, get the right thing. Right. Okay. So I'll have to do this right. So I might do a corn one. Yeah, corn probably more sense. Can I adjust that? That's a bit weird. Oh, don't do it. I didn't want to do that. See what happens if I do that. Oh, no. It's not exactly right. It should be bigger than that. If I do 2 of them. There we go. That's kind of it.
Yeah?
Yeah, kind of.
So I will jump this way.
Okay.
And I will let the others know what's happening up here. In the form of...
A mime?
Well, silence is still in effect, isn't it? No, silence is not in effect.
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. Yeah, just let them know that it's chucking oil everywhere. And not to come rushing up, because it looks like it's going to try setting it on fire. I don't know how I'd do that in the space of 6 seconds, but... Yeah.
Okay.
I will shut the door as well.
You're going to shut the trapdoor?
Yeah, and I'm going to make a neck cut in, no entry kind of movement.
Okay.
So nobody can rush out.
They don't see that after you. They don't see that after you've shut the trapdoor.
Maybe I did it before then. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Right. So next is Obald then.
That's really my plan then. We're just going to run up there actually. Try and get him. I'll have to deck this one that's still on the floor then.
Okay.
Right. Where are we? Yeah.
Oh, I haven't done it, so go on. It is you next anyway.
It's still advantage, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Tracker don't want that one.
Oh, you got that savage attacks thing, haven't you?
Yeah. So the first one would have been a 6, then
Yep.
a 2, and then a 6. So that's actually 14. That's 18 for
18.
damage.
Okay. So
I hadn't targeted him actually.
it's all right. So I'll do it. So
I'll
and then
target him for the next one.
So 18, and that was 15. So he wants another 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, I'll target him this time.
He's dead.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's another nat 20 then.
He's dead. Splat.
Critically hit. Yeah, that would have been another 18 points of damage.
Brilliant.
Right. I've still got my movement.
Okay, right. You finish him off almost, bring your blade down, almost severing his arm at the shoulder.
I think that's the least trouble that we've had from a bugbear so far. I'm gonna move Phil, try and go at the trapdoor.
Okay.
Up through the trapdoor.
I've lost my combat tracker again. Where's it gone?
Because I should have
There it is.
about 10 feet of movement by the time I get back up there left.
Okay. Right.
Is it me yet?
It's yeah, it is you now. So you're going up the trapdoor, yes?
Up through the trapdoor, and then I should have 10 feet of movement left by the time I get up there, because I've still got my bonus attack.
Okay, right. You go up the ladder, pushing the trapdoor. As you push the trapdoor open, like oil drips down onto you.
Oh dear.
Not a lot, but just a bit.
How close is the bugbear?
You'll see in a moment. Let's see. Go bold. Pull to scene. There.
Ah, right. So I have 10 feet of movement left.
Uh-huh.
So that'll be 5, 10. There.
Okay, can you make a dex check if you're walking across the aisle? Or dex save.
$25.
Okay, that's okay. You managed to keep your footing as you slip and slide across the aisle towards him.
I'm going to use my bonus attack on him.
Okay.
Oh. Is that a miss?
Yes.
Damn it.
Right, you fling your head wildly, missing him.
Yeah, I'm going to try and do a stunning strike on him. Bar steward.
Let's have a look.
Headbutt.
Yep. Actually, oh well, I'll just leave it there for now. No. What does that look like? Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah. Okay, can you see that, Lou?
Oh, give me a second. Yes.
Right. Okay. So where you are is not actually where you are. So see where my pointer is.
Yeah.
So the ground floor, the walls of the ground floor are wider. It's wider than the actual upper floors of the tower.
Yeah,
So,
I understand.
so you're actually on. Oh dear. You're actually on this roof bit here, or just here
Is
on
it-
this
is
on
it
this
flat?
section. It's flat.
it
Well,
like-
yeah, it's flat. Yeah, more or less.
Okay. So it's almost like a one-story extension for the entranceway, and
Yes.
then the rest of the tower sort of gradually narrows or something like that.
Yeah. So this is like all the way around this sort of cross-hatched area.
Yeah,
Is
gotcha.
is sort of just like a flat roof, and then the tower is set is it comes straight up from the centre part.
Okay, I can't see the crosshatch because I'm on the ground.
Yeah, right,
but
yeah.
That's fine. I understand. So I'm like 5 foot to the right of where I
Yeah.
am right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So you can see this huge vulture, but there's no sign of the goblin.
Cool. I cast guiding bolt at the vulture. I want to scare it off.
Okay.
And I just can't use the script. So it says I'm out of spell slots, but I'm not. I haven't actually cast any first level spells except the bless. So that's an 18. Doesn't hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Woohoo! And that's a 46.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Average. 16 hit points of damage on the vulture.
16.
I do an Iron Man impression.
Okay, right. It almost near a near fatal blow to the vulture. It staggers and screeches and flies away.
Oh fuck!
All,
No attack of opportunity. It's too far away.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
It's sort of it struggles as it flies and it dips and weaves, but it essentially runs away.
With the
Awesome.
smell of burnt chicken.
And well, sanctified chicken, whatever that smells like. And I yell at the top of my lungs. I don't move because I think parked just above the entranceway is probably a really good spot for now. And I yell at the top of my lungs. The goblin's down at the entrance, downstairs. Top of my lungs. Hope they can hear me upstairs.
Yeah, okay.
And then I'll wait to and hold an action until either the rest of the party show up or the goblin comes out, at which point I'll drop on him like a ton of bricks.
Okay. You are 20 foot up from the floor from here.
Oh, I thought okay, right.
Okay.
Oh,
It would be slightly higher by about a couple of foot, but yeah, I'd say 20 foot.
Yeah. Okay, in that case, I'll that's all I do.
Okay, can everybody that's on the roof of the tower make a perception check, see if they can hear what Ferfook says, and everybody inside the tower make a perception check, but do it at disadvantage.
Does that bless thing count towards perception checks?
No. It's saving throws and attacks.
Okay, so tackling hears nothing.
Tackling goes dead.
Ooh.
Cade, Cade does. He's got 20. And Luhai does as well. So Luhai and Cade, despite being in the tower, hear every word that Ferfook says. And Obald does as well. So yeah, everybody hears Ferfook bar tackling.
It's all that smoke is clogging up his ears.
Yeah, he's got potatoes in his ears.
Oil.
Oil in his ears.
Oil up inside, right. So where were we? Back to here. Let's see where the initiative stands. So it's dead. So now it's the bugbear's turn on top of the tower. Right. The bugbear grabs hold of the brazier at the side of him, grimacing as it burns his hands, and
Feel the
just
burn.
launches it towards the oil, setting it on fire. Let's take some damage from that. Okay, let me just do this now, can't we?
I don't suppose there's a chance he throws it like a missile, does he?
No,
Oh,
look,
right,
it's on
okay.
fire.
Thought
Okay.
I'd have a chance to catch it and throw it back at him.
No, it just tipped it and just like wrenches it to tip it over to burn the oil. So, yeah, you're going to take some damage now. I forgot what burning oil damage is.
Isn't it like 1d6?
I think it's
round,
1d6,
or
something like that, yeah.
was it 1d? I don't know if it's changed though. 1d6 was 2e, so
Treating oil as implied. Takes 5 damage on target deals additional 5. So 5 is a. It says just says 5 damage, but that's the average. Oil.
oh, if it's average,
Then it's gonna be a D8, isn't it? No.
Oil comes in a clay flask, 20 feet. On a hit target covered in oil.
5 damage.
Pour, ask for provide this. If lit, the oil burns for 2 rounds and deals 5 damage to any creature that enters the area. Don't strange. It usually gives like an average damage and a dice roll as well. So you take 5 points of damage.
Yeah, damn it.
And you and so Cade and Luhai can see like all around the top of the trapdoor is in flames, and dripping oil drips down through the open trapdoor.
Gobs of fire.
So I think we should move downward.
It's not to the extent that it's dangerous, but it certainly prevents you climbing up through the trapdoor, unless you want to suffer some burn damage anyway.
No thanks.
It does make a bit of a nasty smell as it drops on the dead bugbear and starts to singe his fur.
Well, at least we don't need to cook it.
I will move down, to find that goblin.
So you're going to start heading back down the tower, yes?
Yeah, and I float the idea with the others on the same floor. Anyone coming with me, or are we trying to go up, or what's the plan?
So it's just you and Luhai on this floor.
Oh, okay. So I've turned to Luhai then.
Luhai's gone deaf.
Yeah.
Are you here?
Yeah, I'm here, yeah.
So I think best if we go down and try to find that goblin.
I'm just gonna move over to the trapdoor and open it and have a look through.
Okay, right. You open the.
I'm not gonna fully open it, Phil. Just a crack.
Okay, right. You peer through, open the trapdoor up slightly and peer through. Of course, it's dark below, on the floor below, but
Oh shit.
You can, from what little light filters. Well, it's dimly lit, isn't it? Because there's arrow slits. But you can't see anything. Not immediately in the vicinity of the ladder below.
Right. I'm going to actually stand on the trapdoor, Phil,
Okay.
just in case.
You're going to stand on it so it can't be opened.
Yeah.
Or not easily opened.
Mm.
Okay.
Yep.
Your exit is blocked then, Cade.
Yeah, I noticed. I asked him, can I go down, please?
Oh, you want to go down?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Sure.
Okay. So what are you doing? Letting Cade go down the trapdoor?
Yeah.
And what are you doing then? Are you standing on top of it after it's gone down?
No.
No.
I'll watch him going down.
Come with me. Come with me.
Okay, right. So back to the combat because that's faster paced. So we need a new round of combat upon the roof. Oops, not including dial-off. We don't. Just need initiative from Obol then.
Oh, sorry.
Excuse me. Oh dear.
Well, that's shit. I'm going to be in for a world of hurt.
Okay, so he could actually hit you from there with his weapon.
That's what she said.
Yeah, why not? Okay, so yeah, he swings at you with his Morning Star.
Oh, joy.
Oh, which arm class again? Sorry.
17.
He misses with the first attack. Could I actually target you? I'm not sure. I can't remember if I can do it that way. And with the second, oh, he also misses.
Oh, thank God for that.
Well, lucky.
Not off.
Okay, so next to act is tackling.
So I'm gonna stay away from the fire.
Okay.
Think.
So it'll be a double. It'll take up two movement to move over there, move through those where those barrels are.
Okay.
So
that'll
that'd be a 10 for that, 10 feet.
Yeah. Okay. What's in the barrels? Can I tell?
It's arrows.
Okay.
Arrows.
20.
You don't want to walk through the fire.
So it's 20 to there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just do that. I am not going to be able to close the distance. I will cast Thorn Whip again.
Okay.
I'm going to drag him into the fire.
Good plan. But no.
Then again.
Misses.
Again. Yeah, that's me done.
Okay. Right then. So then, Obol, you take 5 points of damage from the burning oil.
Yeah. Right. If I move here, Phil,
Yes.
will I be where my pointer is, or to the left of?
You could be
there?
out. You could be out of the fire because it covers less than 50% of it. So.
I'm going to invite an attack of opportunity from him.
Yes, that is true. Also, yeah, I will say you can't actually because it's pulled the brazier over, so that's the brazier's there as well. So you could move here.
So I could move there.
It will
and
still
then
provoke.
There.
Yes, it will still provoke an attack of opportunity though, because you'll be leaving. You'll be moving, leaving the threatened area.
To disengage.
Unless you
I'll
disengage.
use. Ooh, hang on.
But disengage will take up your action.
No, it won't.
Oh, well, not.
No.
Oh, you step of the wind.
Oh, you got
Yeah.
step of wind. Yeah, of course you have.
That's what I'm looking for. What's it under? It's under features. There we go.
Is it under sneaky monk shit?
Step of the wind. It's a bonus action.
Yep. Okay.
So I get my 2 attacks this turn.
Yep. So it gets his attack of opportunity though.
No, that's step of the wind is to take the disengage action as a bonus action.
Oh, right. Sorry. Okay. Go on.
So it allows me to move out without getting hit then.
Yeah, it does.
And then I'll smack him. So just give me 2 normal attacks now.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, that's a hit. And, yeah, well, that's done it for you.
Yeah, I've targeted him now.
Yeah.
And I'll do that as a stunning strike, Phil.
Okay. That's a con
Difficult class
save.
14.
And he passes. Not stunned.
Hmm. Right, next one. And I'll attempt a stunning strike again, Phil.
Okay.
Down to my last chi point.
Running dry.
And he passes. You got a 20.
Oh. Why have I been moved back there?
No idea.
Oh, Rod. Right. My turn done.
Okay. Right. So it's a new round. So roll for initiative there. Okay.
19 again.
Righto. Right, it's first to act his elbow then.
Right. I'll attack again.
Okay.
Oh, that were a hit. Nice one.
Yep.
And I'll do a stunning strike again, Phil.
Okay.
My last one.
And B passes again.
Oh, the git. Right. Smack him again then. Hit him. Another 7 points damage. And bonus attack. Badly misses. Brilliant.
Oh, a fumble. Blimey.
Yeah. Where's the halfling when you need him?
One floor down or two.
That's my go done, Phil.
Okay, right, it's the bugbear. Right, so he roars something at you that you don't understand. Oh, possibly no, I don't. It's not orc. Is it orc?
I've got orcish.
No,
I don't know if they use
speak
it.
goblin. Speak common and goblin. Right, and he rushes at you and rushes and tries to shove you off the roof.
All right.
That'd be quite hard, wouldn't it?
This could be interesting.
Okay. So
What's
you
this
can
then?
either use it's a contested roll, and you can either use your strength or your athletics or acrobatics to do it.
I'll use my acrobatics. So just a normal roll.
Yeah, it's an ability roll. Yeah.
I did shit, Phil.
Oh dear! Oh my God, did you?
Yes, I did.
Oh,
Yeah,
he didn't.
No need to rub it in, Phil.
Oh my God! Right, he like charges forward and knocks you clean off the roof.
Oh, wow. I'm gonna have to use slow fall then.
Yes. You can try and grab.
Yeah, but if I fail that, I've wasted my reaction.
Yeah, you have, yeah. Okay, and slow fall does what to you for you?
Doesn't it reduce your damage
Oh, there.
taken by your level and
Reduce any
5
fall in
times your level.
damage by 5 times your level. So in your current level is 5, is it not?
6.
6.
So reduce it by 30.
holy cow?
Right. Okay. Yeah, and you can actually do it properly because you're next to a wall to be able to do it.
Yeah.
Right. So that will be. So you're only falling 50 instead of 70 because you're falling onto the roof of the first floor. So that's something. Oh, you're right. Okay. You managed to you slow your fall and you land with a bit of a thump, but take no damage.
Easy.
Oof.
You land next to me then.
I was hoping to try and grapple him and take him over with me. Never mind.
Let's see. So you will be. I'll just put him. So you're down on the ground floor now, essentially.
Yeah.
Let's do in a moment. I shall drag you down there. And
Just not near me then.
is not. Let me just think. So it'll be about here.
Oh, I can't see. Oh, I can just see.
Yeah. So he's there, but he's on the like you. He's a bit further in. You're on the roof. So you're about here.
Right.
Okay.
It's another 5 foot in.
Yeah.
You can just see me on the other side near the entrance.
Oh. I'll stand up and wait.
Yeah. So yeah, you'll be able to see. You'll be able to see. You'll be able to see Ferfook easy because you basically stood on the same level and it's clear. It's there's nothing blocking your line of sight, so you'll be able to see each other easily.
Yeah.
I will probably would have heard the fight and watched very impressed as Ubol just gently trickled his way down the wall.
Right. Meanwhile, back on the tower roof, it's so you did that. Well, that's let me see, and then. Let's see, where's it going to go? So it's
What
probably
initiative
going
are we on? Sorry, I've
It's
lost track.
so there's nothing. Yeah, sorry. It's so there's nothing happening down where you are. There's no sign of anybody.
Yeah, but on my initiative, I wanted to jump down and go take a look.
Okay,
so...
no problem. So give us a climb roll then, because you're still going to be dangling down. Still going to be about 15 foot up.
So my first question was: is there anything I could throw a loop of a rope around?
Not really, no.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'll sort of try and lower myself, try and find a few toe holds until I'm relatively close to the ground, and then jump down.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll something?
Yeah, give us a climb roll.
What's that?
It's basically strength, athletics.
Could I use Dex?
Not really, no.
is. So I can't use acrobatics as opposed to strength. Okay.
Not unless you wanted to somersault off. Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Look,
wow.
boom. Right, yeah, you climb down with ease. Almost making Orbol's descent from the top of the tower look clumsy.
I'm very impressed with myself, but I'm very focused on this little goblin. What's he up to? And
Oh.
What?
Okay, so you're around here, so you can see through, and you can hear like a high pitched shouting. Sounds like almost, although you can't understand what they're saying. Oh, it sounds. You can detect a sense of urgency and possible panic in the voice that you can hear, and you can hear like it's accompanied by a loud thudding, as if sort of like somebody banging on a door.
Can I get to there-ish with my movement?
So it'd be 50. So it's about 20. So yeah, it'll take you all year round though. It'll take about a double move.
Okay. I try and get to.
You could go further. So you go
Yeah,
be
but
like 20, 25,
yeah.
30, 5, 10, 15. So you got another 50. You could be there. If you were there, you'd have another 15. But you're not there, just at the doorway.
Yeah, I just want to go far enough that I can hear what the hell's making all that racket.
Okay, no problem.
And what do I see?
You see the goblin hammering desperately, like on this door.
So I've used a double move to get to this point, yeah?
Yes.
I'll keep an eye on him, but through like the crack. Is there a door on this side?
Yes.
Sorry, I couldn't
Yes, there
remember.
is.
I'll keep the door like a slight crack open,
Okay.
and I keep an eye on that goblin very
Okay.
carefully, and I don't try not to reveal myself. And
Rightio.
that's where I stop.
Fair
That's where I
enough.
stop.
Okay. So it's Tackling's go.
I will make a move on the bugbear.
Okay, okay.
5, 10, 15, 20. And I will just hit him.
Pardon me. No. Don't know what's up with that street. That light's still there. Why is that light still there on the 3rd floor?
That's my...
Because you didn't attach it to Ferfook.
It's not there on my screen.
Okay, so let's just play this one.
Should have gone now.
Attack. It's still 1d4, isn't it? Plus 1d4.
Oops. Wrong one again.
Oh, that's... Did you get that, Phil? Sorry, I've just gone self, Phil.
Sorry?
It was 28 to hit.
Oh, where did that
for its
go?
damage. No, it's done thorn whip for some reason. That's not what I did at all.
Oh, hold on. This chat must be on the floor. Just about. It's not showing me because it's on a different floor.
I think it might have been because I put self roll.
Right.
I was messing around with something earlier on. It was 28 to hit. It's not done the damage. It rolled thorn whip for some reason. Does 28 hit?
Oh yeah, it's because it were on a different floor. That's why I didn't see it. 28. 28 does indeed hit. Yes.
Okay. Fuck's it done? 15 plus 3 plus 3.
I got.
Still 2. Something's not right there, is it? It's rolled the d4 twice, 1d4 twice, and it's added the thingy twice. Weird. Anyway, it were at least 15 to it, plus 1d4 plus 1, at least. So I think it's definitely hit. So, damage roll. 7 points of damage.
Okay. That's yeah. Just apply that. One moment.
Let's go again.
Is the
What's up?
no? The Twitch stream looks strange. Or it's like it's all well. It's okay. It's just Twitch stream looks strange on my phone. It looks like it's like about half an hour behind.
It's got a lag of around about like anywhere between 5 seconds to 20 seconds.
Yeah. It's on the wrong floor completely according to this, but anyway.
I'm just going to roll normally, but I
Right,
don't
that's
know what's
why.
going to happen.
That's why it's on the wrong floor. Pull to scene. There we go.
That's better. I might need that initially. Let's do it again. Tweet. Completely wrong.
All right, you've got it targeted this time.
Yeah. I had it targeted last time. It's,
Oh.
It's calculating something wrong, but it were a 19 roll, so I'm guessing it hits.
Yep. Okay.
9 point damage.
Okay, right. Strike again with your sword. And that it? That's the end of your actions, I believe.
It is, yeah.
Okay, right. At this point, the flames die down and slowly go out. Right. So, oop, damn it. So we've got some different things going off. So we've got combat down there. I've got a got something off going down here. Okay, so anyway, meanwhile, what's Kurt doing there? Kurt should be down here.
Well, let me roll initiative.
Just a moment, mate, because I'm on a different screen.
All right.
So anyway, so what's Cade and Luhai doing?
I'm going down way.
So you're going down again?
Yeah, I'm using all my movement.
Okay.
So
So right, so that'll get you. So that'll get you to about. Start that one move, and then 5, 10, 15, 20. So yeah, I'll get you to about just starting down the through the trapdoor to the ground floor.
okay.
So we'll put you on the actual ground floor. But not doing anything this round. Okay. What about Luhai? What's Luhai doing?
I'll go up to the ladder, climb up a trapdoor a bit, see what I can see.
Okay. No, not that one. So you're climbing up the trapdoor. Up
To
through
the trapdoor, yeah.
up to it, but not through it.
I'm just opening it and see what's going on.
Okay.
It's still
Open it
open,
a little
isn't
bit.
it?
I thought it got closed.
There's the one onto the roof.
Yeah, it's
No,
open.
I opened it.
Yeah, it's open.
All right.
So you go in. What are you doing? Climbing up the ladder to have a look.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So I can essentially move you onto the roof then. Okay. So let's rearrange this. All right, that'll be taking you action. So you'll not be taking part in that this round. Right. So that's initiative for there, and initiative for no. Can we not do an initiative? Oh, that's weird. It's not. There we go. Just need to reset it. So Ferfook, you can roll initiative for down on the ground floor.
Wow. I've got a whole 7.
Okay, I've got 21 down there. So Ferfook is the first to act then.
Do I see Cade appearing at the bottom of the ladder?
You can see his little legs coming down the ladder. Yeah.
Okay, I push the door open, catch his attention, point at the goblin, and then cast a guiding bolt at the little goblin.
Okay.
See if I can take him out. Do I get advantage because he's not looking?
Oh.
He's unaware of me.
Popped out. Good grief. It's guiding bolt. It's an attack roll, is it? For a
Yeah.
guiding bolt. Yeah, go on then.
Okay, sorry, I'm just writing down my initiative quick. It helps me keep my rounds in order. Sorry guys, the bless has faded. It's just been 10 rounds for that now. I'm sure you're all looking forward to that. Yeah, it's okay. Right, okay, 46 on the goblin. Come on, give me 24, baby.
Oh,
7.
Oh, that's holy cow, that's almost minimum. But he's glowing, so any attack on him at this point has advantage for the next round.
Okay.
Is he still standing?
He is still standing. Yes. He is just sort of just injured. He's injured.
Oh, he's injured. Okay,
Yeah.
I can't tell. I can't see anything on his eye. Oh, there it is. I have to hover over
Yeah.
it.
Okay, so next to act is back up on the tower, on the roof rather, and so next to act is tackling.
Skin again. Let's repeat. Attack. Normal.
It's working properly now.
Yeah. It was blessed. I got blessed on twice.
Ah, right.
It was my fault. 24 to hit.
That's a hit,
12
and
damage.
it's done damage. Yeah, it's applied the damage already.
Cool.
Okay, it looks on the brink of death.
Whack him again. I'll try.
Not so good. Okay, it misses.
It only rolls damage if it's... okay, cool.
Yeah, it's quite. So it's the bugbear's turn. So the bugbear goes next. Let's see. Let's give him a wisdom check. Okay. Right, the bugbear backs off, starts to back off, holding his weapon up, sort of saying something that you don't understand.
Do I get an attack opportunity 'cause moving away?
No, he's disengaged,
Okay.
and that's all he does. Okay, so that's end of combat on the roof. And back down on the ground floor, it's next to act is Obold.
I'm going to drop off here onto the floor
Okay, gives a,
and follow Ferfook, which direction Ferfook went.
okay. Well, he went in through the door. You know where the door is.
Yeah. I'll drop down and then follow him in through the door then.
Okay,
See
so,
where he is.
So what's that? So what's your movement rate again?
45.
So it's like 15, 30, 35, 40, 55. So yeah, that double move will get you to there. Okay.
Ah.
When Ubold comes up to me, I sort of turn and say, "Goblin's trying to open that great big barred door on the ground level. Cade's opposite."
Yep. So Cade. No, it's still
Which
coming
bar
down.
door?
On the ground floor, there was a really big iron-bound door that we didn't open. It was locked, so we left it and we went upstairs to clear the tower first. So, yeah.
Right, I forgot all about that.
Little goblin hasn't. Ominous feeling about what's behind that thing.
Well, there's nothing else I can do for the moment, so I'll just stay here.
Okay. So right, the goblin gives a pain shriek, turns around, and sort of staggers back a bit with surprise, and then casts a spell.
Do I see this?
You do see this.
Okay,
You
I
can
coun-
attempt
can I
to
counter?
so yeah, you got to ID it and then you can counterspell it.
Yeah. Okay.
So an Arcana check.
Okay, Arcana check. Sure.
Is that an alternate rule for counterspell?
Yeah, you still need to know the.
Oh, but I have to do this on disadvantage, isn't it? Because I'm poisoned.
No, because that's only for attack rolls.
No, attack and ability checks.
Ah, right. Well, it's an ability check, is it?
It is, yeah. The
Oh, Arcana.
yeah, it's,
Arcana, isn't it? It's a skill.
yeah, but the skills are classed as ability checks. I know we used to do it differently, but yeah, I found that because it's an ability, it uses ability, so it's a skill, but it's an ability check.
The original,
For
original
count,
roll was at natural 20.
just a counterspell says if it's third level or less, it's just counterspells. That's it.
Oh,
And
right,
then
yeah.
if it's fourth level or higher, then you
Yeah,
have to
yeah,
do a roll.
yeah, it is. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so you can just need to do the roll.
Oh, so he's casting a fourth level or higher spell then?
No, sorry, it does it just automatically? I can't remember.
Yes, automatic.
Yeah, third level or below it, it's auto.
Yes, it's auto cancel.
Oh yeah, I'm
below
just looking at it. Yeah.
level
Yeah.
4.
Okay. Right. So yeah, you cancel the spell. You block his spell.
That's what I do. Thank you. And
Yeah,
I
he's
said, let him get me.
any attacks on him have advantage for this round. By the way, well, until the end of. Hang on. Have advantage until. Oh God, I'll read that. Never mind. But for now, there's advantage on attacks on him.
Yeah, it's just till the end of this round, isn't it?
I think so. I'm just double checking.
Okay, so Cade can't do anything else. He could only do that. He could do that because that was a reaction.
Yeah.
So right. So the goblin does nothing else. I don't think he's got any reactions himself.
Oh, hang on. full. It's the blah 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 blah. Next attack roll made against this target before the end of your next turn.
Oh, end of next turn, right? Okay.
Yeah. Cool. So it's a little while still.
I was going to save
Awesome.
that. Okay, so he does nothing. He does nothing else. Okay, so that's the end of that combat round.
Next
on
round.
the roof. Just go back to the roof. And all right, okay. Reset. I need to redo. Hold on a minute. So I need to redo this one. Oh. Need to redo this one. There you go. So there's Luhai and tackling involved in the one on the roof.
And there's 3 on the bottom.
And, well, 4 on the bottom. So that, there you go.
There it is.
Tackling beat me. How?
Where chief? The hell?
Hey, finally a decent roll.
Ooh, you beat me by 0.03.
So just for Fook's initiative then?
19. Sorry, 17. 17.
Okay,
Good
so we've
roll.
got 23 and a 23. So Orbald goes first then.
I'll move past Ferfook then, so I can see where the goblin is.
Okay.
That's 10 feet.
And he's looking so enticing right now. You know you'll have advantage when you punch his lights out.
15, 25.
That's 30 will get you to next diagonal.
30.
Well, 30
We
to
can
get
go
you.
diagonal.
Yeah, 30 to get you there. Oh,
Yeah, I don't want to go there. I
Oh,
want it to go there.
All right, fair.
Ah.
That's no problem.
Because then it leaves it open for Cade then if he's going to cast a spell, hopefully.
Okay.
Yeah,
Or if he needs to.
Okay.
And then I'll pummel him.
Okay.
So,
Advantage on your first attack.
first one then.
Stop popping the thing in.
Advantage with this one. Oh, I forgot to target him. 25 to it though, Phil.
Okay, that's a hit.
And 7 points damage.
Sorry, just checking.
And second attack.
Need to change that. There we
This is just normal now, isn't it?
go. I believe so.
It was just the first one that were advantage.
Yes. Correct.
Ow.
Oh, hit him. 8 points damage.
Okay, right. He's on the verge of death.
And last
Let's help him
one.
over then. Help him over.
Oh, critical failure.
Oh, wait. Cade's there. Cade's there.
Okay, so you can
you
roll
help
a,
him
you
out?
can roll a
No,
1.
you can roll again. You can roll again, please.
All right. I'll try that again then. Hit him for a whole 4 points of damage.
Okay. Oh.
Very close.
Well. Right, you punch him on the shoulder, dislocate. There's a crack as you dislocate his shoulder, and his arm drops loose, sort of limp to one side, and he falls to the floor, dead or unconscious.
So does anyone know what's going off with tackling upstairs? I unfortunately got thrown off the tower, so I didn't see what happened to him.
You got thrown off the tower?
Yeah.
I jumped.
I tie him up while they are discussing this.
Okay.
I shrug.
Alive. This is still alive.
Well, do you want to check, see if he's still alive first, or do you just want to tie him up anyway?
I tie him up and I check in the
Radio.
same time.
Okay, okay.
I listen carefully at that door.
Okay, you can give us a perception roll, or well, you can in a bit, but we'll finish the combat on the roof first.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so next fight is tackling.
I will move to finish him.
He's surrendering.
Is what?
He's surrendering, or he seems to be.
This is the first time hearing of this. He's just tried setting his own fire and throwing somebody off the top of the roof. I don't
Yeah, I
care.
know.
He's definitely going down.
Do these character sheets do not have alignments on them?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know
they
that.
do.
Where are they?
If you go to biography,
Oh. All right, yeah. What a weird place for it to be. Kind of buried, isn't it?
yeah.
Okay. Go on then, tackling.
There's my alignment underneath the name.
Yeah, different sheets, different layouts. Yeah, yours is under there, yeah. Yeah, so tackling's about to murder this this creature that's just surrendered.
Does it look like he's surrendered?
He's holding his weapon up. It certainly doesn't look like he's
Sorry, that's what you meant when you said. I thought you were like holding it up and yeah, okay.
like limping, backing off, kind of limping, like bleeding profusely from numerous wounds, and saying something while holding his weapon in a non-offensive manner. But you can kill him if you want.
So that's
No.
what Dilath would do. Just ask yourself, what would Dilath do?
You see, now I'm second guessing myself because you brought it up. I feel like I shouldn't kill him. I'll grapple him.
Okay.
It's strength check against my strength check.
Yep. Athletics, if you've got proficiency in it.
I have, yeah. Advantage because he's.
No. Why is that? What's wrong with that sheet? There we go. Strengths. Okay, right. You manhandle him and restrain him with your quite a task since you're quite a bit smaller than him.
Yeah, but he's nearly dead anyway. That's
Yeah.
just one attack though, isn't it?
It's an
So that's-
action.
Yeah, but the grappling's only. It's just one part of my multi-attack.
All right. Is it classed as an attack?
Yeah.
Or is it classed as an action?
It's classed as part of your attack. You've got to have a free hand to do it, so.
You may if you're able to make multiple attacks with attack action, this replaces one of them. Okay, what are you doing now?
And I'll knock him prone for good measure.
Okay.
So he's not going anywhere. And I beckon Lu Hai over to have a discussion about what we're doing.
Okay. What's Lu Hai doing?
I'll wander over then. I'll take a weapon off him first.
Okay.
Remove his weapon.
Righto.
Throw it to the side.
Okay.
Remove his head, throw it over to the side.
I'll lead him down then.
You what? Sorry.
I'll lead him down the stairs, the step ladder.
All right. Okay.
And to get moving point.
Righto. Right. He reluctantly hobbles along. Where are you going? So where are you going?
Down the stairs.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
stu-
All the way down, just to the next floor, or
Well, we'll see what's down the next floor. If we'll keep going down.
okay. Right. Why has everybody disappeared from here? Oh, Orbold, you've seem to have been removed from Foundry.
Have I?
I logged out just because nothing was reacting anymore.
Oh yeah, so as yeah, Lou, yeah, you're not on the Lou. You and Lou aren't on the playlist anymore. Oh, yeah, Lou's back on. But you're not on the playlist, Kieran.
It's showing me as on the 3rd floor, but I'm not on the 3rd floor, so it's not.
No, it's all right.
showing
I'll
everything
just
as
yeah,
dark.
let's I'll pull it down. There you go.
Ah, that's better.
But yeah, you're still not on the playlist though, Kieran. Are you there? Hello? Have we lost Keezy?
Showing on chat, but not reacting.
Can't hear you, Kieran.
Showing as green and online on the right hand side, but not in the chat itself in the channel.
No.
Check the WhatsApp chat.
Oh, Wi-Fi problems.
Oh man.
Alright, gone.
Oh,
Do I
dear.
hear anything at the door?
I'm back.
Hey.
Very good.
Hello.
Wi-Fi gremlins just for some reason kicked in.
Let me know when you're back into Foundry, and then I'll pull you back to the scene because you're not on the playlist still. So you can make a perception check. Cade, you finish tying up the goblin, and from the amount of fluids that is leaking,
I'm back on.
and the strange and his shoulder and arm that's at a rather distasteful angle, you presume that the goblin is actually very much dead.
Oh, so okay.
Oh my god.
I was gonna do a medicine check on it, to check.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious he's dead. When you have a close look, it's pretty obvious.
I wanted to talk to him.
You can still talk to him.
Yeah, just ask for Ferfook.
That's not my of. Not
Oh,
my way of,
shh.
I'm listening at the door. I'm like, I rolled a 7, so I'm like, shut up! I can't hear a thing. Listen here. Jeez, just shut up, people. I don't know why I'm this door. Yeah, listen here.
Can we have a look over the goblin? See if he's got any sort of key on him or something like that.
He was hammering at the door like he wanted to get in. If he had a key, he would have just opened it.
We still might be able to find something useful on him.
How about you listen at the door so we don't get surprised by anything coming through, and then start scavenging body.
We'll move the body out of the way, Phil.
Okay.
I'll drag him. So he's down in this little alcove bit down here,
Uh-huh.
I move here.
and then I'll search the body.
No one else is listening at this door.
Not at the minute.
Does this door open into the room full, or does it open?
It opens
Hinge.
away from you.
Alright, so the hinges are on the other side.
And is there any lock?
No. Like when you tried it before, you assumed it was barred on the other side.
Yeah. Understood.
So
There's no, and the hinges are definitely not on this side of the door.
not accessible, no. So unless somebody opens it from the other side, the only way is to force it open.
Okay.
or hack it down, which would take a considerable amount of time.
I move myself to the entrance so I can look out and I can keep tabs on the door.
What material is the door made of?
It's a wooden door that's reinforced with iron banding.
So if I start fire bolting it, sooner or later it will, catch fire.
Yeah, you can try and break the break the door down that way, like physically damaging it. Yeah.
Are you sure you want to open the door?
That was gonna be my next question. What do you wanna do, guys? Do you wanna
So at this point, heavily injured bugbear who is so badly injured he's having trouble even standing, descends down the ladder, followed by Lou High and tackling.
Oh, I know, I have an idea. Hang on. I cast a spell. I cast comprehend languages.
Uh-huh.
It will take me ages because I cast it as a ritual.
Right.
And I mean, if we have 10 minutes, and
So
I want to talk to the bugbear.
right, so it'll take 10 minutes to cast that, won't it?
Yeah, I float the idea with the others.
Yeah.
So I can
Can
ask him what's behind the door.
and I'll loot this goblin's corpse, see if there's anything of interest on there that might give us an idea how to get in or what's in there.
Okay.
Ask him where them adventurers are as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I asked that as well, yes.
Did we have a look around that door to see if there was like a secret switch or something?
We looked, but I don't think we saw a way of opening it. And the way the goblin was hammering at the door and squeaking in terror, it didn't sound like he knew a way to open it either. I'm guessing he's the brains of this operation out here, which means I doubt the bugbears would have a way of opening it. It's definitely worth asking what's behind the door. He wanted in, like, badly. So he saw, like, behind that door as A, there was someone there, and B, they'd give him refuge. So I'm betting the kidnapped travelers are behind there and a bunch more bugbears potentially.
Okay, so the goblin, apart from just seemingly worthless pieces of rubbish in a pouch and a handful of coins, he has nothing.
Your spell book?
No.
Right. I'm gonna have a search around this compass then, Phil.
Okay.
See if there's anything on there that might give an idea how to open that door. It seems just to be weird to paint a compass in the middle of the room for no reason.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything?
I'm still on the third floor, by the way, Phil.
Sorry?
I'm still on the third floor, by the way.
Oh. Did not pulled you down? Oh, yeah, sorry.
I can see here on the ground floor your tokens here.
There you
Yeah.
go. Oh, and dial-up needs to be down here as well.
I can see him as well.
Yeah, it should be there. It should be there now.
Yeah.
You said there was a shield on the wall.
Yeah, about 15 foot up
Um,
on the north wall.
Yeah.
I start
Captain
feeling a bit
stands
more
up there.
relaxed about, yeah, everyone's here, we've got the captive, Kate's going to interrogate him, so, okay. Wander over to where the shield is, cast Mage Hand, and then see if I can wiggle the shield off the wall using Mage Hand.
Okay. I think what's how much weight can it carry? Their mage hand.
I think
10
it's.
pound. 10
I was
pound.
about to say.
5 kilo.
All right. Okay. Yeah. So. Yeah. So yeah, you can you're able to lift it down off the wall.
I bring it down, pop it on the ground, and admire my new piece of loot. Does
Okay.
it look like a good shield, or does it look like
You
a
can
bad
you
shield?
can assess it with is that intelligence? I think it's intelligence. An intelligence check.
Let's just do this. Sorry, screwing that one.
And appraise. Yeah, appraise. Appraise item.
Oh wow.
The most wonderful shield you've ever seen in your life.
Well, I assume it means I just don't either. I don't
You've
know.
no idea. You've no idea.
It's been forged by a god.
You've no idea one way or the other.
Lift it to rust.
Is it shiny?
Not particularly. It's not in bad condition, but it is showing its age. It's obviously, well, if it's as old as the tower, then it's it's at least several decades old, if not more. I believe there's a description of it. Is there a description of the tower shield? Yep, it bears a coat of arms, which is a black and yellow checkered pattern, at the centre of which sits a magpie with a ring in its beak.
An actual ring or just a picture of a ring?
A picture of a ring, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just making sure.
Cool. I admire my find. Is it the equivalent of? Well, I don't know. I haven't my praise is crap, so I'm like, I wonder if I keep this one and dump my old one. I mull it over in the corner.
Okay. Is anybody else doing anything while Cade's preparing his ritual?
I'm searching that compass in the middle.
All right. Okay. Sorry.
I'll help him.
Okay. We can make a perception check.
Ooh, not bad.
Okay. No, you just had to. We're at advantage if you're helping.
Oh, okay, sorry.
It don't matter. It's essentially the same thing. It's essentially the same. So it's just if multiple people help, then it don't make any difference.
No.
Okay. Right. So you notice that a couple of the stones on the compass on a couple of the compass points appear to be there's some give on them. They appear to be like a pressure plate or a switch of some kind.
Which points?
The north and the east one. Whether there's anything else, you don't know.
I'll point them out then. I'll have a look towards the south and the west and see if there's any there as well.
Okay, can make another check if you like.
Still helping.
Oh, you're helping.
Yeah.
So is that 1d4 coming on these as well?
It's gone now.
Oh yeah, as yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I've got the same one again.
So at each point of the compass, there appears to be some kind of pressure plate of some kind.
Do you know anything about the people who used to hold this tower?
Is that just the 4 points of the compass, or all 8 that's on here?
Just the 4 main points: north, south, east, and west.
Want 3 more volunteers then.
Are we wait until we can ask this bugbear what's behind it?
Yeah. Wait for Cade to finish his ritual then.
Okay.
And just keep an eye on that bugbear just in case he's trying to free himself.
So that's nothing. Okay. Okay, right, Cade. So you finish casting your ritual.
Okay, so I ask him what's behind the door.
Right, he says that the big boss behind the door.
How does the big boss look like?
Sorry, I've got a way to go.
It's a floating eye. There's lots of stalks on his head.
Mm,
Looks like a mini Cthulhu.
Big Gragmere. He's an ogre. He'll pound you good.
Oh, yeah. Can an ogre fit through that door?
With a bit of trouble, yeah.
Okay,
how big is the dwarf?
It's well, so it's fair size. It's about 4 foot across, but about 7 foot high, maybe something like that. I mean, the biggest doors on these kind of things.
Is it a one wing door or two wings door?
It's just a single door.
So 4 feet inside. Okay. Where are the hostages?
It's just Gragmare's playing with them down there.
Do you know how to open the door?
It's barred on the other side. Gragmare opened it.
Do you have a sign how to call him to open the door?
Bang on it really hard.
Have you been down there before?
No, I'm a bit queasy about that kind of thing.
I turn to the rest. Is there any other questions you want to ask?
So you're going to let me go?
Undecided yet. Depending how you behave.
If I get the door open, will you let me go?
I asked the rest, do you want to let him go?
How about we ask him what it looks like down there? Is there like stairs, big room, big fire?
I asked him and he says he doesn't know. He's never been down there.
Well, here's a quick question. I mean, I've got no spells left except cantrips. So I've got some healing potions and that's it. So if you guys want to go in, that's fine. But, just be aware that I'm tapped out for now. And can we afford to wait another day? So we kind of got to balance those two questions.
Okay, I asked the bugbear, is there any other exit or entrance to the down there?
He says no, he doesn't know. Doesn't
Is there
think
any
so.
more of his colleagues down there, or is it just the big boss?
Just Gragmere. He don't like being disturbed when he's entertaining himself.
So
Okay.
we might not have time. Hostage gonna get killed. So are we letting him go or not?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it should be
Yeah, nod,
Obold's
nod,
decision.
wink, wink. Let's let him go.
If you Obold off top at tower, so it's up to him. In my humble opinion.
throw him off the tower and he can...
See if he survives.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
Give him
wait,
a
wait,
taste of
wait,
his own
wait,
medicine.
wait.
Sorry, it was
Well-
an idea. Sorry.
Just leave his arm bound. Throw him out the front door.
Let him live. Why not?
Okay, right. You bind his arms and
Behind his back.
behind his back and expel him
out.
from the tower.
I take a gold piece from my pouch and I pop it in his mouth in case he needs some money for later. Don't spend it all
What?
at once.
That's cruel.
And I wave goodbye as he leaves.
Right, he sort of half staggers, half runs, and falls down, stumbles and falls on the steps, nearly finishing himself off, and then disappears from view.
So, what's the plan, guys? You know, we can bang the door really loud, and he will come and we grab him, or
I think as a group we're probably going to need to have a long rest first because I think we're pretty much knackered after all that, traversing all those levels.
I know, but all the people down there, they are suffering and they won't last probably for a long rest.
Yeah, but they're going to suffer even more if we go down there and all die trying to rescue them.
Well, the only way for this door to open is for Gregmere to come out.
Well,
Because-
I found these switches at the 4
Yeah, but-
points of the compass.
Yeah, but that makes the ceiling collapse and kill us all. I don't know idea. So yeah, so let's say this opens the door. That's absolutely great. We can go in and we can maybe surprise. If that works, great. If that doesn't work, then essentially we have to get his attention, and then he's going to come up here, or halfway through this, maybe it just rings the dinner bell down below, and he comes charging up for supper. Either way, our plan is if the door opens, we go down, we scope the lay of the land, and we decide if we can gank him or not. And if that doesn't work, or if that doesn't happen, then essentially we need to decide, are we waiting till essentially a long rest, at which point we may not have any people to rescue, or do we lure him up here and make a plan for attacking him from like all sides all at once?
I mean, looking at it pragmatically, I think we're going to have a long rest first and hope to rescue as many of them as we can. Because I think if we go down in the state we're in at the minute, we're just going to be no help whatsoever.
How about a short rest? Would a short rest help or no?
No,
No.
it has to be a long rest.
Short resting is only any good for healing.
No, I can have slow spec in short rest. Okay, how about if we camp here, but we set guard and we trap?
If he's an ogre, we can just stay up one level.
You can't get up and get us. He won't fit through the trapdoor.
Yeah, he won't fit through the trapdoor, so we could just go up 2 levels and stay up there. Or go up 1 level.
I was gonna put oil in front of the door, so if he steps out, you know, he might fall also.
Yeah, I mean all that stuff's good, but I mean let's say he shows up halfway through a long rest. What's our plan? Is we go up 1 floor, keep watch on the door.
Keep watch on the trapdoor. Go up 1 floor, keep watch on the trapdoors. And keep a watch.
Could we lure him out?
Or we can try that after the long rest.
Yeah. Just keep attacking him at range. Well, yeah, monks doesn't really work for you guys, does it? You have to get up close.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not going down there by myself. So, and if the people who are going to be tanking don't want to go, then I'm definitely not going. So that's an easy decision, really. Okay. Shall we? Do we want to fiddle with this compass? See what happens.
Yeah, we can try that and see if it opens the door. If not, then we'll have to try and bang on the door after the long rest and see if we can bring him up.
Oh
Just
yeah, we can get
throwing
his
it out
attention.
there,
That's
whatever,
not a problem.
whatever we do with the compass, if that alerts him in any way, shape, or form, then and he is as dangerous as we believe it is, we're screwed. If this
Well, we
like
can leave the
if this like
weakest of
sets a
us.
bell off or something like that.
Well, we can leave the weakest of us next to the ladder so they can go straight up.
Okay, so the plan is to run if he comes.
Yeah, if he comes,
Okay.
run up the
All
ladder.
right. Okay.
So Cade stays at the bottom next to the ladder, ready to run upstairs. And then we'll try the 4 points of the compass and stand on them all at once. Or if that don't work, try and figure out a pattern that does work, see if it opens the door or what it does.
Or
Any
okay,
of
does
you able to
east.
heal me?
Yeah?
Before we do this. Or actually no, because I will heal during the long rest. Oh yeah.
I listen intently for anything happening around the door.
Okay. What's somebody else doing?
I'll move myself to the ladder.
To the what?
And
To
then
the ladder. Right.
Yeah, and Luhai needs to stand on the east compass point.
Alternatively, we chuck this dead body at it. If it is a pressure point, that saves one person then, doesn't it?
Before we do this, I pour oil here. Front of the door.
Okay.
Okay, so if he steps
That-
out,
That corpse in there is in this alcove over here to
Okay.
the left.
Yeah, we need to move the corpse.
Okay. Just
I
one
pour
moment.
oil.
What, over here?
Yeah,
Yeah, and
he's further back, so I just shoved him in the back of the alcove.
Okay.
So once we stand on these pressure points, do we hear anything? Is there anything happening?
No, is all right. Okay. You hear a slight sort of click from when you stand on each one.
Individually.
But nothing else.
I jump up and down on mine.
It goes click, 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 click.
Anything happened to the shield, Phil?
It's
It's off the wall now,
it's
isn't it?
yeah. Ferfook's got it.
Mine.
All right.
Mine.
Mine.
We try stepping on them in order.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So just step off them all and then go north, east, southwest. We'll try that, Phil.
Okay.
What?
You stepping onto them and staying on them, or stepping onto them and off them, or what are you doing?
We'll try on them and stay on them to begin with. And we'll do it in order: north, east, south, and then west.
Okay.
Let's see if that does anything.
Okay. It doesn't.
Can we tell if there's any difference in the noises? Like, can't explain it. As in like a right, as in like getting the, when you're cracking a safe, and you can hear it click. The tumblers lining up.
I don't know. You might have to I suppose if you make a perception check, stick your head near each one as you depress it, you might be able. You could maybe tell. I suppose.
Where's the click coming from? Is it coming from the plate itself?
Yes.
Okay.
No idea.
Nope. No idea. Well, that's me
Uh,
listening at mine anyway. Are these stones that are clicking down? Are they large stones?
It's a flag. It's about maybe just a bit less than a foot square.
Oh,
just
actually,
try
one
pressing
second.
them in order, but don't stay on them. So press the north one, then the east one, then the south, and then the west.
Okay. You're doing it with any are you having somebody stood, so you're doing it in quick succession, or is there a delay between them, or?
Just leave about a second or two in between each one.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Does stone cunning do anything for me?
No, not really.
I'm going to make it intelligence history check to go to the origin of history. Okay.
Try
Yeah,
doing
I'll-
it backwards. Both ways.
I'll never roll.
Stepping on and staying on, and then if that don't work,
What backwards? What like what? What do you mean?
west, south, east, north.
Starting with west. Okay. Nothing happens.
Oof. Nothing.
That's with both ways.
Yep. Nothing happens.
Try north, east, southwest. No, sorry, north, south, east, west. Try that as a pattern. Do
Okay.
that both types of ways.
Nothing happens.
But
Is
you
there
know,
a pressure plate in the centre, Phil?
You're not checked.
Have a look and see if there's a pressure plate in the centre.
Okay. Anybody else do anything?
I'll help.
Just
And-
listening for anything happening behind that door.
Okay, so you're going back to the door.
No, just while I'm stood where I am, following Obold's instructions, I'm just listening for anything happening, like a sliding
Okay.
bar moving or anything like that.
so you know the bugbear said that the door is barred from the back, from the other side. So if it's barred, how would we expect it to open from standing on this, mysterious values?
Well, we don't know for definite it is barred. We just know it's closed.
He said he bars it.
But he said he hasn't been through there, so how does he know?
I don't know. That's what he said.
Well, essentially, there should be 16 combinations.
So
Um,
the goblin couldn't get through it either, of course.
yeah, but there should be 16 combinations to do with. You've got four numbers. You want to go through all permutations. There are 16 of them, 4 to the power of 2.
But this, symbol might not be connected to the door. It might be something else.
It might be
Yeah, but we
stabbing.
wanna
it might be
find out what
stabbing
it
the
does.
hostages. Every time you
So
stand
wouldn't-
them on, it stabs a hostage.
So
They're jumping up and down on them.
But the-
Can you make a perception check for Fook, please?
There wouldn't
So-
be pressure plates here for no reason.
Yeah, there is a reason, but it might not be the door.
Okay. So you hear your attention is drawn to the door behind you.
I say to the others, someone's coming through the door now.
Right.
Turn
The
round and have a
door.
look.
The door is like flung open and smashes back against the wall as this huge obese, muscular, both obese and muscular figure like squeezes through the door.
Oh dear.
Let me see, where is he?
I'm casting a spell.
Hold on a minute, we're not casting anything at the moment. We're not
Usually is.
How do we do this?
Reaction.
now? Oh, there is show art. That work? Show art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
let's
little
see
bit
that.
lightly dressed, I must say.
It's a, humans in here. What's going on? Skog!
I'm not a human.
Neither are me.
That's been a bit specious.
Right, he runs at the nearest person.
Is he doing a dexterity saving throw when he's?
Oh, he can
entering
do.
Hang on a
Uh,
second. We
what?
did get a warning he was coming through.
Yeah,
didn't
he's
we?
got. Yeah, no, he's not. He's not surprised. I'm just saying.
Why can't I close the art?
I can't close it either.
Can you not?
I
You
can't
keep
Neither.
closing it, and it must have been shared like 6 million times. It just keeps on closing
Oh,
and
it's
closing
got-
and closing.
It's
How many
Oh.
did you share, Phil?
That's weird, isn't it? Oh, I'll pop it out and drop it.
Yeah,
out.
it still leaves it there.
Oh wow. Oh,
Oh, there it's gone, finally. That must have been like 32, I think I counted
it's
out.
because our president thinking it's not working.
Oh, jeez, Phil, you're one of those people.
That's
It's
like
not working.
me.
Just mash
That's
the
like-
button more often, just hoping it will.
Yeah, it's like
Well, it
my-
didn't show up on my. Normally, when you show stuff, it shows you on my screen. So, anyway, there you
I
go.
love
No, so I've just got to close it like 50 million times.
Yeah, it's about 120. I just counted.
Mass spam.
So yeah, that was not doing a surprise attack or anything. We're just
Flavor.
bit of banter, bit of flavour. What's Ferfook doing over there?
He's
He
running
ran.
the wrong way.
He ran straight away.
Did he?
He panicked. He panicked.
Let me
Ran the wrong way.
move that out of the way. Okay, so he runs, charges at the nearest thing. Let's give him a token. Where is it?
Wait. Don't we get initiative?
Yeah, we
Maybe
get
go
yeah.
quicker.
We are getting initiative. Yeah.
It's
Again,
all
just
in
flavour,
nice-
flavour to
nice
flavour.
safety, so saving throw, please. Oh, it's big. Yes.
He is big, yeah.
Oof.
7 foot tall. And squeezes through a 4 foot doorway.
You need to reset the initiative tracker then, Phil. And add blue high to it. And
Okay, just a moment.
And
Exactly.
tackling. Yeah.
That's wrong.
Ugh.
That's
Oops.
wrong. I can't have a 3. My minimum roll is a 7.
yeah, go to your character sheet and have a look at your initiative, and then see if it's just +3 or +2, and then see if it's got anything in modifier underneath. Because mine didn't, and I had to add +3 onto it.
What's up there?
Yeah, it's nothing there.
Yeah, just had that's what we had a problem with last week.
Well, are we
Yeah.
using? Are we just using Dex now? Or are we using? Or are we using your system of adding?
I've been
proficiency?
adding proficiency and dex to mine.
Me too.
Oh, I'm adding only.
Yeah, I think we just have to use that rather than using the full thing that we'd normally use. Oops,
Well,
what's
so we
that?
just add in dex.
No, we still use the proficiency. I mean, I
Ah,
think
right.
Lou meant the
The
action.
weapons.
Yeah.
And the
Oh, so mine is
God.
+6 then. How do I add that to it?
Cade, I rolled a 1. Would you mind intervening, please, and helping me get
Yes,
a much higher roll?
Please do it again.
Thank you. Phil, could you reset me so I could re-roll my initiative?
It has reset, I think. Wow, that's
find it.
awful.
Oh, yes, it does. Thank you. Hey, 23. That's way better.
I have +3 on that, so it's 26 actually. I don't know how to add it.
You just. Oh, are you in D&D Beyond character sheet, not
No,
in?
no. I done it on Foundry. Right on Foundry.
On
Oh,
the
then-
top right on your character sheet on Foundry, where it shows your initiative and speed,
Yeah.
initiative it should show for you +3,
Yes. It does.
and then it'll say underneath in that box modifier.
Yeah.
And then if you hover the mouse cursor over to the right of it, you can add +3 into there.
Where it says none.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I have to press a plus in front of it or just a 3?
Yeah, you need to put the plus and then 3.
Yeah, because you could have a negatives.
Okay, I think I done it. Thank you.
So Phil can change it for this one, and then it'll roll correctly the next one.
Yeah, it went up to +6 now.
Yeah.
You know my character sheet. Thank you.
So
Right, it's on.
Cade's needs adjusting to 26, even though it still
Right,
leaves him first
yeah,
anyway, so might as well just leave it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, leave it. It's fine.
Okay, so the ogre, as he moves forward, he slips and staggers slightly on the oil, but it's not enough to knock him prone. But it has given him disadvantage on his initiative, which is why he's got a piddling 2.
So,
Okay, so first to act is Cade.
okay, I'm casting Hold Person.
Oh God.
Not going to work. on
Not
him,
gonna
I don't
work.
think.
Why?
It's not a person.
It's a humanoid.
It's a monster, and there's a hold monster spell that's a higher level.
Okay, then Tasha Siddham's laughter.
Oops.
Oh, good, nice one. Target that wisdom.
Did it
It
come?
just says humanoid on whole person.
Yeah, it says humanoid. It has got
Yeah.
two arms, so it's a humanoid. But
Oh, apologies.
It does. Just.
so,
But it's
can
not
I go?
listed. No, it's not. It's not listed. Oh, is that classed as a humanoid? It's not listed as a humanoid.
It's not a dragon. A dragon is.
No, I know. But
It's not
is there a separate whole monster spell now?
There
I'm
is.
trying to find it.
There is. But this is, in my. I mean,
Yeah, hold monster is a creature. Choose a creature. This is a humanoid.
Let's have
But
a
what's the
look.
definition of a humanoid?
Yeah,
now?
exactly. It's not.
2 legs, 2 arms.
Trying to find humanoid in the player's book.
I Google.
I'm
It doesn't have humanoid in the.
I'm seeing that the ogre is actually the biggest
No.
thing that it can hold.
No,
this is just
ogre
some
is not
random-
listed as a humanoid.
Where do you see humanoid list?
It's in Wiki for 5th edition,
Oh,
Forgotten
okay.
Realms. And orcs and orogs. It basically looks like it's anything that's any sort of human or a medium-sized or smaller.
Okay, then I like to cast Tasha Siddham's laughter, please.
But worth looking into further though.
Hmm.
Takeshi's last Taki's castle.
No. Tasha Siddham's laughter. Why is it not coming?
Could you be your choice? Receives everything as low as putting in positive visualizes faces tag must see when you're all prone become capacity
So it's a wisdom saving throw against 14, please.
This isn't affected. What's difficult class, sorry?
14.
Wisdom thrive.
I'll say stack exchange.
I fail. So suddenly Greg may sort of fall to his knees, laughing uncontrollably.
So he's in prone position. But okay. I mean, he will come out from it, but at least.
At the end of its turn, each time it takes damage, it can make another save.
Yeah, but he's prone, so you have
Yeah,
advantage.
yeah.
No, it doesn't work on a because it says the monster manual defines what's humanoid and
Yeah.
giant and everything, and trolls and
yeah.
ogres.
So it's listed as it's listed. It is a. I think it comes under a giant class. But yeah, it seemed a humanoid seems to just include medium size and smaller.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm happy with that. I cast Tasha in this case.
Can't take actions or reactions. Right. Okay.
So and I shout, hit him.
So yeah, it's essentially prone and incapacitated, so it can't take actions or reactions at the moment.
And
Oh, nice.
I'm climbing up on the ladder a little bit, halfway.
Okay. Still within reach.
Okay, then a little bit higher then, okay?
So yeah, to the top of the ladder you might be safe. It's about 10 feet, 10 feet tall.
Yeah, okay. So I climb up as high as my
Okay.
movement allows me.
Okay.
And I shout, get him.
So next whack is Ferfook.
I step out of. Sorry, pop-ups appeared suddenly all over the place, and I'm trying to move my character. I step through the doorway. So I close it just so I can see like a little crack. Through. And then I invoke my duplicity. So an exact copy of me appears just inside the room,
Uh-huh.
and then that copy
It's casting spells.
legs it. Yes, it's going to cast the spells, but legs it initially what appears to be boom, 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 and then through the open doorway, skirts the laughing creature, obviously, so it sees him even though it's laughing,
Okay.
and then heads down the doorway behind it into the
Okay.
open doorway.
Okay.
And that's it. I'm done.
Righto.
So, to anyone else watching, looks like Ferfook has suddenly become the most brave person you've ever seen, and silently as a mouse crosses
Right.
the
Yeah.
floor.
As Ferfook silently pads across the floor, the ogre sort of watches him and points and just seems to find it hysterical.
So we know that's a doppelganger then.
Well, you've seen it enough times.
You'd have to make I don't know. You'd have to make an intelligence.
No, it's just from its actions we know it's a doppelganger.
Let's just say if I was quiet and it was quiet, you wouldn't be able to tell us apart. But yeah, knowing me and knowing the kind of stuff I get up to, you wouldn't have to roll high to guess. But yeah, I don't want to say it's automatic, but yeah, it's pretty close.
You can. Everybody but Cade can roll a intelligence check with
Cade's not seen
advantage.
it.
So you can roll.
Cade's
Everybody
not
bar
seen it.
Cade can make an intelligence check with advantage, apart from Cade, who can make a normal one.
Because he's not seen this before.
Yeah, and he's not as familiar with Ferfook as everybody else is.
Okay, can it be Arcana or it has to be?
Just intelligence.
Okay, I'm still poisoned, so it's disadvantage.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so everybody's sort of seen through the
Awesome.
the illusion, apart from just waiting on Cade.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's all right.
On the foundry, so I'm going back to GMGB.
Okay, so there's no point rolling the next one because that's a fail anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so as far as you're concerned, Ferfook has bravely and quite deftly run past the ogre and down and through the door. Either that or he's after all the treasure, which is probably
Probably
quite
more likely.
yeah.
Way more likely,
So he might have fooled the rest of you.
but not Cade.
Right, so next to act then is Obold.
I'll attempt to hit it.
Okay, it's at advantage.
Oh, nice.
That is a hit.
Oh, I forgot to target it, didn't I?
It's all right, I'll do it.
I'll do it for the next one.
We're at 10 damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next one.
Oh, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. It can make a save every time it takes damage.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Or is it its wisdom save?
Oh, why am I suddenly injured? Why have I lost more hit points?
Yeah, I think I saw that.
You've just
taken
taken it off me, Phil.
Oh, right, sorry.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I must have targeted you. Oh, yeah, you've got targeted by me as well for some reason. Okay, it's saved, so that's brought it out of it.
All right.
It's still prone.
It's still prone, yeah.
All right. Well, that would have still been an advantage then, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's still.
So it took another 6, which has been deducted off because I targeted it that time.
Okay, right. It uses it's no longer no incapacitated. Oh, where are we? Features. Right, it uses its vengeful bash, so it's allowed to take a sort of essentially an opportunity attack when it's when somebody hits it.
Oh,
So
right.
disadvantage.
With disadvantage.
Uh-huh. I can't see that. What was the second one? Okay, what's your armor class?
17.
Oh, you're lucky. It just misses you. You manage to just jump back out of the way as it swings with this massive club.
And I will do my last attack.
Okay, hits it.
7 points damage.
Right, appears barely injured at all.
Yeah, I was hoping it wouldn't save, but never mind.
At least for one more round.
Well, I'm going to use the rest of my movement to get away from it.
Listen, I will knock him down next turn again. Depending who gonna come first.
Okay, so it's Lu Hai next.
I'll move over here then. I get advantage of flanking.
He's still prone anyway, so.
Alright, I forgot about that.
Flanking large creatures.
Is that bashing tech thing? Is that like a reaction?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
So we can only do it once around, but it's like it's so it's like I say, it's essentially an opportunity attack, but it's just it's provoked by actually being hit.
Gotcha. Ooh, nice.
The stunning strike, that Phil.
Okay, just a moment. Okay. So that's a Constitution save, is it not? And what's difficulty?
DC 15.
DC 15.
Is Cade tackling taking some more damage somehow?
No, not for a
yeah.
while.
Because they've both got that bleeding icon thing on them now.
It took 10 points of damage off everybody, I think. Whatever Phil did.
Oh, did it?
I must have had everybody targeted from initiative thing.
Yeah, it took 10 off of me as well.
It took 10 off me.
Okay, right. It's so it's stunned.
Oof. Nice one, Lee.
8 points of damage, that Phil.
He's just killed himself.
What?
You just killed yourself.
Yeah, I'm trying to change my health.
Yeah, Phil, you took 10 off me as well.
All right. What? I must have had everybody still targeted from setting combat tracker.
I'm
What
good.
should your health be, Dan?
I'm good. I found it.
Yeah, I put back minus.
All right. Okay.
Can you just add your hit points back? Oh, yes, you can. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll sort it.
Okay. Are you done, Lou? Is Lu Hai done or?
No, I'm
Right.
far from done.
Go on then.
That would just attack number 1.
In fact, I should have. It don't matter now anyway.
Ooh,
It's
nice.
a hit.
Another 8 points of damage.
Okay.
And final attack.
That's
Oh.
20.
A 20.
Well done.
So that should
So-
be
What's that
So then
with?
I'll-
What are you using
9.
again? That's bludgeoning. Fists.
Short sword.
Oh,
That should be 14.
it says bludgeoning damage.
That's
Yeah.
normal striking it, but I'm using my short sword.
Right.
Which is the same damage.
Yeah, I need to
So
know
yeah,
which.
but it
I need to know what damage type it is though, because it
can resist.
it can be all sorts of reasons. So you need to make sure it's got right type of damage on it. Need to know if it needs to say if you don't say it needs to say on the weapon on the damage thing if you're using a sword or whatever you're doing.
That's 14 damage, Phil.
Okay.
Short sword piercing.
That's me done.
Righto. Hold on a minute. I need to put that damage on. Okay.
Ooh, nice.
Impaled.
I thought we weren't doing these critical rolls, Phil.
I just, yeah. Impaled right upper arm. 1. Unusable. Okay. I
still
just
being
save
a
them, save them for like final killing blows. So just make them a bit more
Okay.
interesting. I would just get the right table. Right. Okay. So next to act is tackling.
How's it looking injured? Okay. I will just move to attack. Can I be in a position where if he does come out of stun that he's still flanked?
No, not there. That's not flanking.
You'll have to move down. Oh no, it wouldn't be because you
No,
couldn't
you
flank
can't-
him on
you
the other
can't-
side
no,
either.
no, you can't.
Yeah.
It's not possible for you to flank him at the minute.
Okay, no problem. Since he's already stunned, I will just set to work on attacking. I will initiate rage. I've got 1 left. Where is it? Attack with advantage. It's still advantage, yeah? Just
Yep.
stunned.
And throw.
19
11
and
damage.
1 gold.
That's 13 damage into it with a rage.
Is it not added it to?
Yeah,
No.
It's added it, hasn't it? 3 plus 3 plus 1.
+1 is because of the weapon. +3 is his
Strength.
ability bonus.
All right.
Yeah, so yeah, 13.
Right, I'll add another 3 on then.
2.
Another 2, sorry.
Yeah, rage is just 2.
You'd have to put it in special traits
Yeah.
when you rage, and then it'll add it on.
It used to do it, but I don't know why it doesn't do it
Yeah,
anymore.
it's
Unless
strange. I
that
would have
were
thought, yeah, exactly. I
roll
would have thought
20.
it'd apply it on. It'd apply it on.
Yeah, it's not done it. But anyway, let's go again. Attack. With advantage. 7.
Oh, that sucks.
Okay. So it needs another 2. Got it? Is that it?
Yeah, that's me done.
Okay, so he's stunned anyway. He's incapacitated, can't move, so he's basically doing nothing. He's not even laughing anymore. Well, he weren't laughing anyway, so... Who's laughing
Crying.
now?
Say he might not be, but at the moment we are.
Okay, so it's the round, so reset initiative and roll initiative. What?
Oh, wow.
It can't get 0. That's not possible.
Negative dexterity. Minus on dexterity.
It's not supposed to use negatives, so that's...
Is that because you've rolled that special damage thing? Is that giving him a negative?
No. I'll have to redo it.
No, don't.
No.
Why is he
Make it
rolling so low?
Next time, maybe.
Rolled a 3. Minus
And
1.
that's
He shouldn't
two.
have -1. He's got -1.
Because his dex is low.
Oh, yeah.
It's always because your dex is lower, unless there's the penalty to being a large creature.
Yeah, they don't have them anymore. Because there used to be penalties and bonuses for sizes, didn't there?
Yeah, but I haven't. Well, I don't know now.
Yeah,
Yeah, because Dwarfs used to be really good against giant class.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Halfling's got an arm class bonus across their size and stuff as well.
Really?
Yeah, in
Yeah.
in previous editions, yeah.
Oh, okay. I
Oh.
didn't want that. Okay, fine.
Whereas
was
bigger creatures were easier to hit, so they had a lower armor class.
No, you're going for 2 better now, are you, Lee?
I'm what?
Initiative.
All right.
It's not just 1 better, it's got 2.
Okay, so
Yeah,
first to
it's-
act is Luhai.
It's not good that actually because stun ends on end of my round.
Yeah,
Yeah, how I thinking that.
go on then.
Is it prone fill still?
It is still pro.
Yeah.
It is still
Oh.
prone, and it's still stunned, so it don't make a difference. It stays advantage.
Stun it again.
So you can't knock it prone though. Yeah.
So if Luzai holds his action till after tackling, does that mean this ogre stays stunned
No,
until
no,
after
no,
tackling?
No.
no.
Okay,
Ah,
never mind.
sneaky thoughts. Sneaky
Just-
thoughts, Louis.
Just checking. Just checking.
I like your thinking. Thoughtful.
Hmm.
Better gaming, eh?
Yeah, no.
Ooh, nice.
So that 10 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's this? You're gonna have to tell me what you're using because it's
Short sword.
short sword, right? All these attacks are with your short sword.
Yeah.
Apart from the bonus, because that's your hand-to-hand one.
Okay.
Are these stunning strikes, Lee?
Ow. And me bonus attack.
So this is an unarmed attack.
Yeah.
Can you only stun with unarmed attacks, or can you stun with any attack?
No,
No,
with
it needs to be a weapon.
Any melee attack, which unarmed is classed as a melee attack.
Yeah, for monks that's classed as a melee attack. For number of
All right.
So you can do it with your short sword, and you can do it with your unarmed attack.
for other people, for non-monks, it's not classed as it's not classed as a weapon.
Right. I thought it had to be a melee weapon.
No.
No.
So
you-
9 points of damage. That lost some through.
So for you, your fist do class as a melee weapon. Okay,
Yeah.
it's almost it's on the brink of death. It's sagging to the floor, bleeding and broken.
I'm done. I'm finished.
Go on, Obold, finish him off.
Ooh, can I be a kill stealer?
Gonna be.
Right.
Our experience used to work like that in advanced D&D.
Oh, it's terrible.
No, 8 points of damage. He's dead.
He's dead. Woohoo!
That went a
follow-up.
lot easier than I expected it to go, to be honest.
Sure.
We've fought ogres before, though, haven't we?
No, trolls.
I'm sure we've fought an ogre before, 1 or 2.
I don't think I
No.
have.
No, I've not seen an ogre.
Vital puncture.
Okay, right. You stab him through the just to the side of the groin. There's a big a big fountain of blood as you sever a major artery, and he collapses to the floor.
Probably the femoral.
Yeah.
Phew.
That went a lot easier than I expected it to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
Wow, nicely done.
Yeah. Cade, if it weren't for that laughter, Tashi's laughter that Cade did, then some of you might have taken a bit of a beating there.
Yeah. I half expected to go down, to be honest, once he popped out the door.
Okay, right. You notice that he's covered in a lot of blood. Some of it not his own.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Okay, well, let's go see.
At his
See the
on his
damage.
on the belt around his waist as well. There's a number of blooded tools, like knives
God.
and pliers.
You.
Have to
Can
go
I-
through the door.
Okay, right beyond the door is a dark spiral staircase.
I pull out a torch and head down.
Yeah.
I follow.
Okay. Oops. One moment. Everybody going?
Yeah.
I'll hold back just in case.
Yeah, well, you're staying in there, staying upstairs.
Yeah, I'll stay at the top. Just kind of.
I'm glad ogres don't have that enduring thing that half orcs do. That would be awfully inconvenient.
Oh, that endurance.
Yeah. Relentless endurance?
Yeah. He don't come under as racial trait that for some reason.
Really? That's weird. It's like one of the biggies for half orcs.
Savage attacks does, but under racial traits there's powerful build, elven accuracy, halfling lucky, and savage attacks.
Anybody got a light?
Yeah. Ferfook's got one, but I don't know how to set it.
It's alright, I'll do it.
It's
Got
20,
convenient.
20.
Convenient grate in the middle just so you can let all the blood drip through it.
Is that pit with spikes?
Well, I had to go with what I could. To think. Anyway, so a heavy rusted iron door screeches as it opens into a damp hexagonal chamber, dimly lit by a burning brazier. The brazier stands next to a wall rack that holds numerous knives and instruments of torture. On the opposite end of the room from the brazier, a torch rack sits against one wall, and an Iron Maiden stands nearby. The wall opposite the door is hung with several pairs of iron manacles, some of them occupied by human figures that hang silently. Upon this table is chained a female elf. She appears to have recently been eviscerated, and her guts and intestines hang messily out to either side of her corpse.
Charming. Any living survivors?
A quick scan of the room reveals them all to be dead and seem to have suffered greatly as well.
Oh, that's a shame. Any sort of interesting items of equipment lying around?
Okay, sort of in this corner down here, there's has been thrown their clothing and belongings. Most of them are the dead most of them are like naked or semi-naked, and all the, like I say, all the clothes and belongings are down in this corner.
Okay. Well, what do we want to do? Do we want to recover the bodies, or do we just want to like create a big funeral pyre and just toss them all on?
I like to search the clothes first.
Are we gonna bury him outside or something?
Well, why don't we go fetch what's his face and then bring the wagon up here? There's no reason to leave it back there, and he can help sort out his dead friends. He might know if they want something special doing.
Yeah.
Any
Well-
volunteers to head back and fetch him?
While you do that, I search through the clothes, please.
Okay.
Okay. So what's happening?
I'll head out and go fetch the other chap in the wagon.
Okay, so it's about an hour or two back to about an hour's walk back to the village.
Okay, some fresh air I think will do me good.
Okay.
Suggest
What's-
not going on your own though.
I'm still upstairs, so I'll go in.
Okay.
I'll meet up with Taklin and give him the good news, and so I'm heading off to fetch the wagon and the chap that we left. Does he want to come with?
I sure do, yeah.
It's highly doubtful that you'll get the wagon up here either. You'd not even get it along the like track is almost be almost impassable with the wagon.
Oh,
You can get it
okay.
closer than it is though, I would imagine.
You could try.
It seems too risky. May as well just fetch the guy so he can come help. What do you think?
Yeah.
Cool.
Horse,
Okay, Dan and
horses will be up fine on the road for a couple of
Yeah.
hours.
yeah, Dan and I go
You
and
could
give
get the horses. You get the horses through on their own.
yeah. So Dan and I go give the chap the bad news and
Okay.
send him up to the tower.
Okay.
I'll stay with the wagon. I'll keep tabs on it.
So you two, so Ferfook and Tackling are heading back to Humming's End.
Yeah.
Okay. So Cade is checking through the pile of clothes and things that have been tossed to one side. What's Luhai and Obald doing?
I'll unmanacle the prisoners.
Okay. What's Obald doing?
See if there's a cloth to cover up the half-elven woman or elven woman.
There's the clothes on the floor.
I'll just get some clothes and cover up, just so it's not as horrifying
Okay.
straight away when you come into the room.
Okay.
And then I'll have a general look around the room and just see what else there is in there.
Okay, can make a perception roll. Right, so meanwhile, Cade, you're going through the belongings. It appears to be mostly clothing. There is like a dagger, although the blade's has been bent. There's a little pouch it just contains a piece of broken tile with there's like a picture, almost looks like it's on tile, but it almost looks like stained glass on this like stained glass mosaic type pattern on this broken tile in a pouch. You do notice on one part of it, it looks you see like it looks like part of a shield, and what you can see looks similar to the crest that's on the shield upstairs, or that Ferfook's got anyway. There's also you also find a scroll case.
Oh, now we're talking. Oh, okay, I look into it, I'm not hiding what I'm doing, anyone can see it.
Okay. Right, Obald, you spot a search around. There's not much there's certainly nothing pleasant here to find. But you do spot something does catch your eye. Under the torture rack, you see a large sack that's been stuffed almost out of sight.
I'll drag it out and have a look at it then.
Okay, right. So inside the scroll case, you find there's a rolled up piece of parchment. It looks quite old and it's quite brittle. It breaks apart slightly as you unroll it, and it's yellowed with age. And this is what you see. I'll show it just to you first.
Okay.
Okay, right. Meanwhile, in the sack, you find several days worth of rations, preserved rations, and loads of copper coins and silver, scattering of gold, as well as some. You see a few gemstones. There's also two vials that contain a red bubbling liquid, and also a helmet. Sort of a pot helmet with like a nose guard.
What do you say? They're all just like copper and silver.
Copper, silver. There's a bit of gold. I mean, it's quite a bit. I mean, there's you at a rough estimate, you reckon there's about maybe a couple of thousand copper and silver, maybe 100 gold or more.
Whoa. Some gemstones.
And like 5 gemstones.
1,000 copper and silver and about 100 gold, you say?
Yeah, at least a rough guess. It's quite, there's quite a bit of weight to the sack.
Do those potions look like healing potions? Like the ones we've had before?
Let me have a look.
The hell was
Sounded like a zip.
that? Somebody's unzipping.
Yeah. Right next to the microphone.
Switch that porn off.
Yeah, it appears to be. It's seems to have the same qualities. It's like a red liquid, and it shimmers when you sort of agitate the bottle.
Hmm. Right.
Might be an extra strong healing potion.
Oh damn it! Have I not?
I'll check everything out, Phil. I'll leave the pot helmet and the vials to one side and then just
Yeah.
dig through the coins, because we're going to be here for a couple of hours while he returns anyway. So just sort it all out,
Okay.
see what there is in there, how many jewels, gold coins, silver coins, etc.
Okay. What's Cade and Luhai doing?
I show my findings to everyone.
Okay.
Regarding that shield item, is this related? The parchment. The
Right.
ceramic,
So yeah. So I'll show this to. So let's see. So
if you can get
Luhai. Yeah.
sense of it.
Luhai. Show to Luhai. And show to Obold. There you go. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Oh, sorry, chaps. I'm afraid I've got to go. I've got a crack of dawn start tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't unless anything sort of exciting happens on the walk back to the wagon. I suppose we could wrap it up next session if anything happens.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I mean, if you guys crack on, if you're finding that, I've just got to head off. Well, you guys have a good night. Thanks
Okay,
for the
Lou.
session.
Right.
No
well,
worries.
I'll
Very
see you.
Cheers, Lou.
exciting. Have a good one.
See you later.
Take care.
Bye.
Later.
I'll show it to Dan as well. Otherwise, he's going to be sat like. No discussion.
I'm just wondering what I've just done. I just tried copying it and pasting. When you go right click to copy it, it says describe and narrate.
Oh yeah.
And I clicked on narrate just to see what it did, and it's done something as in character, but it's just a black bar. I don't know how to stop it now.
I forgot about that. You could do that. What was it?
I took a screenshot of it.
I've just
there
used
you go.
I've just used that ability, Phil.
Sorry.
I've just used that ability.
What ability?
Is it in roll? Can you see it in roll?
Oh, wholeness of body. Let's just let me go. Oh, heal yourself. Okay. Yeah, I've just seen it. Yeah.
It's automatically done it.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3
Oh,
times
it
your
puts it
level.
on the screen. There, look, narrate. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Never heard of him.
So they were here, they're coming here looking for his treasure then, basically. And his note says, "Don't bother, stay at home."
From the place of Faltus birth. Where was that?
Does that name ring any bells, Phil? Faltus.
Faltus, it's a sun god.
All right.
That paladin were a paladin of Faltus, weren't he?
Yeah.
So at last, Faltus laid to rest.
You can pitch in, Dan, if you want. You shouldn't really, but you can pitch in if you want.
Yeah, I'm just reading it. I can't. From the place of Faltus birth, the only thing I can think on it is if the sun rises in east and sets in west, so maybe somewhere over east.
Yeah, I think he's basically saying that he's wandered that far from one end of the continent to the other, basically.
Is this not related to that pentagram thing, on the floor?
The compass.
Compass, sorry, yeah. Can this be the result?
It could be.
Okay.
I mean, the solution.
Starting in the east, yeah.
How to open it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what we're reckoning, east.
Just east and then west.
Where is seeking riches in jungles vast? Is there any jungles to west, or is there any jungles north, or? I ain't got that big map on me.
Let's see. I can get you a map.
No place of Faltus birth, I wonder four corners of water. Seeking riches in jungles vast and frozen wastes of Blackmore, I was there. Well, if we can figure out where.
I don't know if the jungles was.
Ah, wait, no, because he goes back to Faltus, doesn't he? Till that last Faltus laid to rest. So maybe he goes
Yeah,
east
which
again.
is east.
So he definitely going. I have wandered four corners of our earth, seeking riches in jungles vast, in frozen wastes. So east.
There
the
is
jungle.
frozen wastes to the west. And deserts.
Is there anybody in that Iron Maiden, Phil?
There is naked and very dead.
Right.
Oops.
Oh, jungles. There we go.
I can't see anything because I'm not in the scene.
That looks like a jungle sort of land to me. Yeah, you're talking like far down in the southeastern corner of the map, I think.
Did that map pop up or something?
Not for me.
I didn't
No,
know.
I saved it, so I've just gone to it on the.
Sorry, I'll put it up so you can. Wait. Should drag it in.
Down by the Sea of Sharks. There's a bit of land down there.
It's really annoying.
Or
items.
Olliot Sea.
Journal item.
Yeah, that looks like the sort of jungle lands. How denser green it is. Oh no, there we go, jungle. Lands of the Eye God.
Oh yeah, I could
Got a
just
bit-
send you a link to that map, can't I?
That's what I'm using.
Yeah,
I just found jungle lands because it says lands of the Eye God and it's got underneath it in big green letters jungle. Whereas it doesn't on the other ones. Oh, it does, yeah. Centeo jungle.
Oops.
So there's 2 jungle lands.
Oh, that worked. There you go. There's a link in the our character chat. See it?
Yeah.
See it, Lee?
Yeah.
Down at the bottom south, where the Pearl Sea is, there's some jungle lands there. And then there's jungle lands in the southeast. The frozen wastes are quite easy to find. But then north, the land of black ice. So is it just north-south? Does the sun set in the north, like rise in the east, rise in the south, and set in the north in this
No.
world?
Rises in the east and sets in the west.
I think
there's
we go
not-
back. I think we go
there's-
back to east as well.
There's no frozen wasteland to the west. There's mountains. Frozen mountains. But the only frozen wastelands that you can class as wastelands are the ones to the north, which is the land of black ice. Don't really make much sense.
Is this map correct? As in north, south, east, west, as it should be?
Yeah.
There's no compass on it, yeah? Hmm.
Any thoughts, Esteban?
Puzzled. I don't know what to do. I'm checking the shields at the moment. Looking for the symbol on the shield what we found. But I found nothing.
Lee, any thoughts?
From the place of Falters' birth, you start east, seeking riches in jungles vast, which is to the south. East, south, northwest. That's the one I'd go with.
Right, it's starting to feel a bit oppressive down in this dungeon, apart from the smell.
I'll put everything back in the sack and take it upstairs, Phil.
Okay, you're going back upstairs then, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody going back upstairs?
Yeah, we want to.
That's what I would do. I'd do it east, south, northwest. Going by that letter, which has disappeared.
It'll be in your journal, so you can be able to open it now. It's in the journal.
No.
No?
No.
Not in the journal tab anymore.
No.
All right, that's all right. I'll pull it back up again.
Yeah, it's still not in the journals.
Strange.
There are no journal entries.
Strange. I might have to do it from. Hold on, it's probably because I've got to do it the other way. I thought transition from journal, configure permission. All right, there we go.
Tell it that's fault is laid to rest. So yeah, you're right. I think you're right. So fault is laid to rest would be west, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd not picked up on that. Sorry.
It should be in the journal. Your journal now.
Yeah, Black Tower.
So east, north, south, west. Is that what you're saying?
Rich is in Jungle Vast, which is south.
Oh, sorry. East, south, northwest. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, so you start in the east, then go to south, then go to north, then go to west.
Yeah, give it a try.
And I would say it's one after the other, so it's not everyone on each one, obviously. So do that then, Phil. Try tapping them, starting with the east, then south, then north, then west.
Okay. Okay, right. You do that. There's you hear a grinding noise, sound of like gears, and a small section of the wall to the north, below where the shield hung, slowly swings open.
Cautiously go over and have a look.
Okay. Right, a shaft of light shines down from a mostly obscured stained glass window in the ceiling, and it strikes a chair that sits in the room in front of a desk. It's back facing towards you.
Go over and have a look. Just approach cautiously though, just in case there's any traps.
File over cautiously.
Yeah.
I follow.
Okay. What's tackling doing?
I've got an enter. I'm not here.
Oh yeah, sorry, of course, yeah. Okay, it's only a small circular room, about 10 feet across. You go in. There's the place is choked with ancient cobwebs, and dust lies thick everywhere. Almost so thick that it almost hides the old rotten papers that are scattered across the desk and the floor. Most of which all of them appear illegible, and even when you try and pick them up, they just crumble to dust. Sat in the chair is the skeletal remains of a man dressed in the remnants of a noble's attire.
Have a look over him, see if there's any like signet ring or anything.
Okay, right. As you look over him, he's got the only thing aside from his clothes there's a single ring on one finger.
I'll have a look. Does it have shield on like the one that was on the shield.
It has got nothing on it at all.
Yeah. We'll look around and see if there's anything else that looks of interest around the desk. Any drawers or anything like that.
Let me close that.
Sleight of hand.
I go close and I like this ring. But I wrote terrible.
Kid, you naughty boy.
I am. Mischief, Mr. Mischief.
God damn it. Okay. Right. So Orball searched about the room. What's Lou High doing?
Same thing.
Okay. What? Kay's going and taking the ring.
I tried, but I spectacularly failed from the roll, I guess, without anyone noticing. So
Okay. Okay. So you take it, but
yeah, but everyone can see it.
yeah. Okay. So Kate, well, it's made doubly obvious because as you reach out and take the ring from his bony finger, all his skeletal remains collapse and clatter and slump to the floor.
I'll tut at him.
Sorry, can you repeat what you said? I didn't hear it.
Said he'll tut at you.
Disapprovingly.
Oh, okay, sorry, I just didn't hear it. Yeah. You know, I shrugged my shoulders, sorry. He doesn't need it anymore, look at him.
Well, from the looks of it, is so his descendants
Oops.
they were looking for this, but I don't know if the victims were his descendants or whether it's the one that's down at that we left down at the village. I think it might be worthwhile putting it in a pile with the helmet and the vials just to see if they're magical.
Yeah, good idea.
I'll continue with looking around this room anyway, see if there's anything else of interest, Phil.
Okay. Can make you and Lou High can make a perception check then.
Should we do separate ones, or should we just do it as a help?
Yeah, you can do
Lee.
it as a help. It's up to you.
Lee?
We've both got same skill,
Yeah.
same level of skill. Do you want to
I
make it
don't
then,
know.
or do you want me to make it, or what?
Well, I'm on +6.
It's wisdom, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm +7.
And I'll let you do it I'll do a help action for Lee then.
Okay. Okay. Right. You spend a good 10 minutes or so searching about the room, but you don't find anything else of use.
Might as well just leave the door open then. And just get everything put in a pile.
How big is this room, Phil?
It's
10 by 10.
oh here look, oh, there you go. I forgot I could open it. It's a secret door. I forgot to open the secret door for you.
Oh, so it's circular.
Yeah. Didn't open that one either, did I?
No.
Oh, thing.
Just spend the rest of his time then sorting out what's in that sack then, Phil, for the money.
Okay.
Letting
S-
Cade
I,
identify those items, see if they're magical or not.
I can identify if they are magical. I cannot identify the extra item. And I show all the things I found, the scroll, everything. So I'm not pocketing anything.
Okay, okay.
Putting everything for display.
Oops, what am I doing?
Well, the scroll's better off for you anyway, ain't it? Because none of us can use them.
It's not the actual magical scroll.
It's the scroll was the that poem.
Oh, that letter.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
Okay, so in the sack are a total of 1,426 copper pieces.
Second. Yeah.
1,100 silver pieces.
Yeah.
140 gold pieces.
Yeah.
And 5 gemstones. You're going to try and identify them if you want, what type of gemstones they are.
Yeah, what?
Just an
What's it gonna use?
intelligence check.
Oh, can I do that, please?
Yeah, sure. No idea.
Alright.
Oh,
I'll
I'll
wait.
have
I'll
a
have a
look.
look. I've got stone cunning. I'm going to try it. Might actually get some use out of it.
Well, that was my attempt anyway.
Okay, the moonstones.
Ooh.
You don't know how much they're worth, but that's you recognise them as being moonstones. Oh, so you're detecting magic on this little hoard you've found, are you?
Yes.
Rightio. One moment. I just need to look something up.
Is it a gold ring? That thing, Phil?
It's a platinum ring.
Platinum ring. Just so I make a note of these.
Okay, so let's see.
Is it where first detect magic and then identify?
Cade ain't got identify.
Right.
So the helmet is magic, the ring is magic, and of course the potions, the vials, or rather the contents of the vials, are magic. The helmet radiates. Let's see. That would be divination magic. The ring radiates enchantment.
Hmm.
Oh, and of course the potions radiate. Oh God. Which would be, of course. Transmutation? Oh, evocation. So the vials, or the flasks, or whatever, they radiate evocation magic, the helmet divination, and the ring enchantment.
Okay, I've got a list of all that then.
We need to try to identify them later on.
When Ferfook gets back.
Yeah.
After we've dealt with the single survivor. Figured out what we're going to do with the bodies. I think we'll leave it there then.
Yep, seems a good a place as any.
Aye.
Right, guys.
Right.
Thank
Right.
you very much.
See you later.
See you later.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Right, bye.
Bye bye.